You want a war? You're going to get one.
What was that? He had no time for one more play.
He had an opportunity to win that game at the end.
But the referee screwed us. The brother screwed us.
I'm upset, but
the brother screwed us.
At least they fought back and tried.
Only Cowboys game.
You
The
literally
brother screwed us. The brother screwed us. We had one man opportunity for one more play.
Dallas still stinks.
Yo, my Dingbat here. Welcome to Monday Night Football. This should be a good one. A really good one. What is going on, everybody? Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're hanging in there. Good to see everybody. Chris Moore, Donnie, Rat, Stinky Fish, J-Dog, Rocco, Casper, Nevada Maverick. Thank you guys for being here. True Alpha. Thank you guys so much. The Lions got the ball, and they are driving. They are driving down the field. How about that? I'm rooting for the Baltimore Ravens. I'm playing the Baltimore Ravens. It's all about the Baltimore Ravens tonight. William, what's going on? Mister, what's going on? How are you? Gonzo, what up? Mo, what up? John, what up? Eagles 3-0. I'm feeling good. But I'd like the Lions to lose. Anything that helps the Eagles with records and you know, all that kind of stuff. You got a 3rd and 6 for Goff at the 37. Back to pass. Get his ass. He looks, throws, caught. Down at the 18. Damn. What's up, Robert? How are you? Everyone, please do not jinx my Ravens. I'm all for you Ravens tonight. 3,000 on the Ravens and the over. I like it. I like it. I got the Ravens several different places. You'll feel you see Xavier Worthy. What? No, I didn't see we signed Xavier Worthy. When did that happen? Let me see. It must have just happened. It's been a long day for me. Eagles didn't sign nobody. They call him Xavier Gibson. He stinks. Yeah, that's what I thought. Worthy's on the Chiefs. He's hurt. He means Xavier Gibson. That's what he's talking about. I was like, they made a trade that I don't know about. Fire sticks throttling me hard right now, lagging. Ugh. What's fire sticks? Hey Philly, I'm spent still from yesterday. Yeah, that took a lot out of me. And then today I had to bust my butt all day so I could be in a position to get home in time to watch the game. But yeah, that game was awesome. All right, 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3 at the 11. Goff back to pass. Stop him. Get his ass. Incomplete. 4th down. Hold him to 3. Hey, Phil, you think we're going to be able to beat the Buccaneers? Look, that's the test for us. They've been our kryptonite. If we can beat them and we go to 4-0, I think the Eagles are running away with the conference. I don't know who to go for versus Dallas Green Bay. Almost want Dallas to win. If the Eagles win and Dallas wins, Green Bay be 2 games behind us. But I hate Dallas. Yeah, I broke my Asper record yesterday. Me too. Oh, they're going for it on 4th and 3. They take the snap. Here comes the blitz. Goff looks, throws, caught. St. Brown. Mike Evans might be out. They have 3 starting lineup out. Yeah, we might be without. I heard we might be without a Dory Jackson, which is no big deal. But then you got Jacorian Bennett's hurt now. So he might be out. We're going to have Ringo's going to get his chance. Colts versus Rams. Who you got? You think Colts fire loss? Yeah, I think the Colts get the first loss. I'm still not a believer in Daniel Jones and the Colts. I need to see more. Here's a handoff, Gibbs. And he's going to get close. Man, they're going right down on Baltimore. Peter, what's going on? Ringo needs to earn this. Yeah, this is his chance, you know. Rocco says, I think I ruptured my voice box when Davis blocked the field goal. My throat has been hurting all day. I feel like I'm losing my voice a little bit too. 2nd and goal. Gibbs touchdown. Shit. Damn. I don't need the Lions looking great. What are we going to do about a kick return? The kick return is awful. Listen, I think that most people don't understand that guy was kicking knuckleballs. He was kicking balls, and they've been doing that to not just the Eagles. They've been doing that all year. Teams have troubles handling that ball. That's why they got the best. Their defense got the best starting position for a defense in the league. I don't think you'll see that again. Mean news. Mark Holmes has thrown in the towel already. Look in the draft. Mark is full of it, man. I'm going after Mark this week, by the way. Wednesday, I'm gonna have a little surprise for Mark Holmes. You watch. Wednesday afternoon, I got a little surprise for him brewing. Going to be a high-scoring Monday night game for sure. Ravens 34-27. I hope so, man. Damn right down the field. Yeah, that got benched. 500. What's up, Mike Canola? Eating Paisan. Who are you picking to win tonight? I got the Ravens. I got the Ravens tonight. What the Cowboys' final record going to be this year, Philly? Maybe 6 wins. I mean, Dallas going to lose next week most likely. So they're 1-3. They should literally be 0-3 right now. I mean, they lucked out in that New York game. They had no business winning it. That's a 0-3 team. Yeah, that was my pick, was Philly-Baltimore. Lions' best offense in the NFL. When they get hot, they are. Chris B says, use Dallas injuries. CeeDee Lamb and Tyler Booker out 4 to 6 weeks. Is CeeDee Lamb out 4 to 6 weeks for real? Yeah, I saw Cam hating on him. I don't even pay him no attention. Love the Trevor Fisher. Thank you. 580 victory, L, but the trees might get him again. We'll see. If saying CD might be done for the season, that's Dallas packing it in, man. Why they would use him at running back and let him run that way, to me, was so dumb. Philly versus Ravens or Bills or Chargers at this point? I think Philly Ravens. I think the Ravens are the best team in the AFC. I know they lost to Baltimore, but I know they lost to Buffalo, but they should have won that game. Yeah, I didn't see James Conner, but I know about Mike Evans and I know about Bosa. Philly and Buffalo, maybe. Yeah, I saw Bosa's out. That was too easy. Where's the talk to Little Birds being the best defense? Defense was good. I still think our edge rushers got to start getting home, though. But defense did their job in the second half. They didn't do a good job in the first half against the run, though. They didn't do a good job. I'm barely getting by against the Rams. I'm being happy that you all barely get by. Go Cowboys. Imagine barely getting by against the Rams. You say that like the Rams are a crappy team. And being happy that you all barely got by the Cowboys. I mean, that's crazy talk. Your team stinks, dude. Our team just won a Super Bowl. I'm thinking at this point the Cowboys are going to trade Dak and plan to rebuild with trying to draft Manning kid. That's what I would do if I was them. They'll never win a Super Bowl with that. The Eagles need to start getting sacks. They do. Yeah, Rams are terrible. Rams are a good team. Imagine talking when your team's in shambles. I mean, Dallas stinks. They shouldn't even have won. They shouldn't have even beaten the Giants. How do we stink? Have you watched your defense? You're 1-2. Going to be 1-3 this week. You shouldn't have beaten the Giants. You got lucky. What are you talking about? Big throw. Andrews catch. Dallas is horrible. Dallas may be one of the worst teams in the league. Baltimore comes right out. Lamar makes play, and they're going down the field. That's the problem with the Lions. Their defense stink. You can score on them. I mean, the Giants had 14 penalties. That game shouldn't even be close. The refs kept them in it. The best player for the Cowboys isn't the kicker. It's been the referees. You allowed the Chicago Bears. You allowed a quarterback that paints his fingernails to look like, Joe Montana against you. You should be ashamed. I figure about another 2 weeks, we won't even hear of any Cowboy fans. They'll disappear again like they did last year. I think 2 so far. But they'll be going to jail because they're going to be out of it soon. Give it another couple weeks. 1st and 5. The 44. Handoff Henry. Henry, big run. And he's going to get to the 49 first down. You all want to talk about lucky. We got lucky with CD dropping 4 passes. Don't talk about lucky. Yeah, but you don't drop those passes if the Eagles' defensive backs don't drop the interceptions. There was about 5 interceptions we dropped. The only reason that CD dropped those 2 passes at the end were because Q missed the interception that would have sealed the game. It works both ways. I can't help it that your quarterback, your receiver can't catch consistently. Oh, Lamar, what a move. He's going to get a first down. Can you rate the 6 undefeated teams? Eagles, Bucks, Bills, Chargers, Niners. I would go Eagles 1. I would go Bills 2. Bucks 3. Chargers 4. 49ers 5, Colts 6. That's how I would do it. Lamar gets a lot of hate, to be honest. I thought if Saquon didn't win MVP last year, he should have won a 3rd one. Here's a hand. I like Lamar, but Lamar does have to prove that he can win in the playoffs. He has to show that. No, I don't buy the Niners either. I don't buy the Colts. I don't buy a lot of those teams. You got no shot this year. It's already over for you. Got to see more Colts. Cowboys. This is the easy part of Cowboys' schedule, and they're 1-2, and they're going to lose to Green Bay most likely. They're 1-3. They're done. Yeah, Niners just lost Bosa. What's up, John? Honestly, I think the Ravens are the best NFL outside of us. I agree. That's why I have them. That's why I have them both in the Super Bowl. You think the Chargers are better than the Bucs? They might be. Roll Philly Dogs, thank you for the super chat. He goes, still hype with that game. Never doubt Jalen Hurts. Absolutely 100%. And thank you so much for the first super chat of the day. Here's Henry gone. 10-5 touchdown. Derrick Henry. A flag is down. Offsides defense, it's going to count. And we got a tie game in a minute. Derrick Henry, nobody even touched him. Nobody even touched him. Goes ahead. I'm telling you, the biggest problem with Detroit is their defense is not good. They do not have a good defense. You know, for the Eagles, now everybody's going to bitch this week about, well, what's wrong with Saquon? What's wrong with Saquon? Nothing wrong with Saquon. The fact that you've been so one-dimensional and so easy to figure it out, it's hurt the run game. As soon as you get that defense to back off a little bit, because they got to care about the passing game again, you're going to see Barkley start to get massive yards. You saw how CD coming back in that game for one play messed people's bets up. It would have gotten voided, but he came in. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Imagine having a quarterback that can't throw. Imagine having a quarterback for 10 years and he only wins 2 playoff games, and he gets paid $60 million a year, and then he gets benched in the Chicago game. While the other guy wins a Super Bowl MVP and has won, 17 straight games? 18 straight that he's played the whole game? Yo, Philly, I picked my pumpkin today. Got a great deal. Happy last day of summer and welcome to autumn nights. Yeah, right? You remember that song, September, by Earth, Wind, and Fire? That song was for September 21st. And I just realized yesterday was September 21st. I will always connect that song to Jordan Davis running in the end zone now. Mark put me in a timeout because I'd rather have Parsons instead of Pick Scott. Yeah, well, Mark's crazy. Injury reports are going to be important this week. Absolutely. Hey, 5 Mark Holmes is crying. Yeah, Mark is done. I got something for Mark coming on Wednesday. You wait. You be there. It's going to be like lunchtime. Just be there. He's going to get it. Because I found out he said a lot of crap about me doing that stream yesterday. Just crushing me when the Eagles were losing. We're going to get him back. Leon Banks, thank you for Super Chat. He goes, Barkley touches from last year is starting to show. I think Barkley looks as ever explosive as he's always have. I just think that there's nowhere to run. Teams are they know exactly where you're going to run. I mean, Chris Jones was yelling. They ran the same play 5 times. There was no room. But you notice that once the Eagles started throwing the ball, then all of a sudden Barkley's getting 11 yards, 10 yards, 8 yards a carry. It's because the defense had to back off. The defense is not even caring about the Eagles' passing game. So I think that'll help a lot. And I think Barkley, I think he'll heat up. Imagine having the starting quarterback go on bench replaced by Joe Milton, right? Bears put belt to ass. James trying to go. I mean, they beat the crap out of them. Hurts is 2-2 versus Tampa. Yeah, but it's still, there's that narrative, though. You know, you still got to fight that narrative. I think hurt. I mean, you've seen guys when they get old or they lose a step or they're tired. You can see it in the explosion. To me, he looks more explosive than last year. I just don't think that the Eagles have done a good job calling plays. What's up, Alana? How are you? Hurts is also 2-0 NFC Championship games. True. No, can't any quarterback with this team. You have to have the it factor. They can't even win their own teams. Exactly. Oh, that's a backward lateral to Gibbs. And he's going to go out of bounds. That looks like you're going to lose a couple yards. They called that incomplete. You think teams don't game plan for Henry? It don't seem to stop him. He's going to chew up teams up, and we have a better line. Yeah, but here's the thing. They also have to worry about Lamar Jackson throwing. He still throws the ball. When the Eagles don't throw the ball, I mean, they weren't even attempting passes. I mean, they weren't even attempting throws to guys, man. They weren't even trying to throw the ball down the field. When you're that obvious, teams are just going to key on Barkley. You go watch that. Go watch early in that first half. Here's a handoff. Gibbs going to lose. Get him. He gets around the edge. Still lost a yard. Go watch the first half. Look how uptight, how everybody's up. And they know exactly where he's running. He runs the inside zone all the time. But as soon as they start throwing, look how far the back the Rams start playing defense because they had to worry about the pass. I really think That's the big problem. Time will tell, but I think that was the big problem. If the Eagles open it up a little bit in the passing game, the run game will start to be there. You know, you could game plan against Baltimore, but you're not going to sell out on the run the way you were with the Eagles. Teams weren't even worrying about them throwing, which is what was so frustrating. Here's a 3rd and 19. Little screen of Gibbs. Gibbs going to get tackled. 4th down. Three and out, yeah. Over under 59.5. I didn't have 59.5. I thought it was 50. Oh, let me see what I had. It was 54. I had 54 over under. I thought White House did good. In the second half, they did when they got the ball. But you look at the first 2 games, like how many passes did they even throw or attempt to those guys? It was like nothing. Here's a return. All right, Rams going to get the ball. Ravens, I mean. We have 2 rings. You jackasses, we do. Bucks are banged up right now. Mike Evans won't play, it seems. That's a good thing, but they still got weapons, though. They still got weapons. Bucks game will be tough. And you know that defense is going to, they're going to blitz Hurts. It's going to be blitz, 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 blitz. Rodgers with 2 defensive touchdowns was kind of tough. Yeah, it was very, very tough. Can we beat? If we beat them, we're in great shape. So you called the Bears one Sunday. Who was your upset this week? I don't know yet. I haven't picked my upset. Bubba says, I don't see Caputo making it through this year when you got AJ and Hurts saying we have killers all over the offense. We can't play scared. That was a shot at. It was definitely a shot at Patullo. The question is we're going to find out how smart Patullo is. If you're Patullo, you say, all right, guys, I hear you. I get what you're saying. Let's open this thing up. And then you do it. If he comes back out, let's say first quarter against Tampa, and we go back to the way we've been playing, he's done. He's gone. He won't survive. To me, this is Patullo's make or break week. Patullo got to be on his A game against Todd Bowles' defense. They blitz Hurts more than Spags. Oh, yeah. And they're going to keep doing it. But they're perfect. I mean, there are a lot of things that you could take advantage of it. They just got to be ready. Eagles were all over sports tubes this morning getting lots of love. Yeah, and they should. I heard Jacory Bennett and Adoree are injured. So would that mean Ringo? Yeah. If they both can't go, Ringo gets a shot. Kevin Potato. First drive, first play, Barkley up the gut, stuffed at the line, bet. Well, that's what I'm saying. Teams know it. And when they do it, and they were like, go ahead, throw. The Eagles weren't even attempting to throw. Eagles can catch them in 0. Why is he still offensive coordinator? They're 3-0. They're not going to fire him. Here's Lamar, play action. Looks, dumps it off. Andrews. I like that they play action. Why would we not play action? Lane said he had a stinger and said he would be back. So he should be back. A lot of disguised blitzes that Jalen Hurts, I do trust to answer call. Dude's a winner. He is. I'm telling you, they go 4-0. It's a problem. It's a problem for the NFC. 500. Do you see Nick is having the team have a day early, leave a day early to Tampa to get acclimated to the Heat? They may have practice Saturday to prepare for the Heat as well. I think it's a great idea. That Heat's a mother humper. And when you haven't been in there for a while, then you're thrown back in it. Yeah, it's not good. 3rd and 3 for Baltimore. First quarter, 2:10 left. Lamar back to pass, looking, throwing, incomplete. Miscommunication there. I think we have to realize that Hader loved Patula. We were stuck with him this year. But the funny thing is, this is how our season starts in Sirianni era, and I'm not mad at the results. No, I hear you. Lane got a stinger on tush push, baby. Philly Davis might have a better year than Carter. Davis has made me so happy this year. I can't begin to tell you how happy I am about Jordan Davis. I've had his back since he got there. All right, here's a punt, and it's gonna be returned at the 3. And nice tackle at the 7. Flag is down though. What's the flag? Carter's playing. Yeah, Carter might be playing a little injured, a little out of shape. We all know Bull's going to blitz Jalen. Oh, yeah. They're leaving out Wednesday morning. Oh, they're going Wednesday. Holding half the distance, man. Lions are going to be backed up. They're going to be backed up. All right, so let me show you guys what my little plan for today while we're at commercial is. This is one of the plays I got going. I got a couple of parlays, but this is one play I got going on ProfitX. ProfitX is the ultimate sports prediction market. Dive into peer-to-peer plays, create your own odds, and face off with fellow fans for bigger thrills and better payouts through exciting sweepstakes. Legal in 40 states. It's the smartest way to play. Get started now with promo code Philly500 and score up to $200 in ProfitX cash. That's $200 in ProfitX cash. Just use promo code Philly500. Let me know how it goes. You must be of legal age. Void where prohibited. All right, so here's the play I have on ProfitX today. This is what I'm doing for tonight. I got the Baltimore Ravens. My play was -4.5. I actually took the points and took them to win that game. So I actually got them -4.5. I think they're going to win outright. I think they're going to win by a touchdown when it's all said and done. I don't know what to make of Detroit Lions with all their coaches missing. So if you like that, go to ProfitX. You get $200 of ProfitX cash. Just use promo code Philly500. Shout out to ProfitX. And that's one of the things I'm doing. I also have a couple of parlays other places for the over and Baltimore. So I like Baltimore. Clark, thank you for the super chat. He goes, weather for Tampa, 87 with 40% chance of rain. Yeah, man, but that humidity kills them, you know. And we got 648 people in the chat. Make sure you guys hit that like. Make sure you subscribe. Appreciate it. Barbara, the doll princess of YouTube is here. Royalty has entered the building. What's happening? Bleeding Kelly Green, what's going on? Nobody can say nothing to the Eagle fans today. Oh, why does it always go back to the end? Use promo code Maverick and you won't get shit. That's right, because Maverick's always mad. Maverick blames me for everything. Yeah? You know, plane crashes, Philly 500's fault. Some dude gets assassinated, Philly 500's fault. Always my fault. Mark Holmes eating again, Philly 500's fault. Come on, Baltimore, blow this team out. Oh, nice tackle on the backfield. There's a flag. I think it's going to be on Detroit. Lions look mid. What up, 500? Glad to see the Eagles showed heart of a champion, won 30-26 after we were down 26-7. Great. That team's never out of it. I always drink pickle juice when I get pickings. Pickles, don't get it. Don't let it go to waste. I can't drink it. Another penalty on the Lions. Philly Mark Holmes was talking a lot of crap when you were losing. I know. I heard people told me that afterwards. So I'll have a response on Wednesday. I'm working on something now for Wednesday afternoon. I think Mark's gonna have to eat some crow. I got something for Mark coming Wednesday. Yeah, make it Jalen learn from another offensive coordinator is a great idea. We're gonna have to write Patullo or better or worse this season. Yeah, he's just gonna have to adjust to what his players want. I think their input's very important. Here's Goff in the throws caught first down at the 16. What up, Joe Got Locks? How are you? Long time no see. Why is my clock run all the way down? Davis, shut up, Mark's ass. What's so funny is Mark loved Jordan Davis coming out of college. As soon as he went to the Eagles, Jordan Davis a bust. Mozzie Smith's better than Jordan Davis. Yeah, I don't think so, buddy. All right, now we're at the end of the first quarter. We go to the second quarter. Hey, Philly, do you think San Francisco will be in a contender for the NFC even with the post-injury? I don't know. I mean, I just don't see them beating the Rams out. I don't see them beating the Rams out for the division. Midday game in Florida, it's going to be Cramp City. I know. That we always seem to get them in early in the season in Florida. What the F is with Tank Busy? We gave up 2 draft picks for a guy who even used him and Barkley in the backfield together. We just signed Gibson, the kick returner, because Bigsby was horrible. The kickoff thing is a little bit. I think it's a little overrated. Like, people don't understand that kicker's been kicking knuckleballs like pretty much all year long. Every team has struggled with him kicking off. Every team. It's been a real weapon for them because their defense, is forcing teams to go all the way down the field because of that knuckleball. You ain't gonna see that again until you play the Rams again. So I don't know that I can kill Bigsby for that. I really don't. People want instant results. Relax. Yeah. I think Patullo needs to coach the way he did in the second half. If not, I think it'd be a big problem. I think if they come out this week and they go right back into their shell of being conservative and one-dimensional, really no-dimensional, and doing what they were doing, I think you're going to see Patullo's done. I don't think he's going to make it the year. If he comes out and listens to his players and comes out more aggressive, he'll be fine. Yeah, I'm ready for Red October. I would sure love to stream a game, but it don't look like I'm going to get to. Nick today took over the play call in the second half. Do we know that for sure? Marcus Community still said they never said Mosley was going to be better. Oh yeah, they do. I think I have video of it. I'm pretty sure I have it. So I can make them eat that. Why haven't they started COVID? Don't want them up there, I guess. I don't know. 1st and 10, started the second quarter. There's a play action caught. Montgomery trying to get a first down, and he does. Up to the 27. 11-yard gain. Covey dealing with neck injury. Hire Doug. You can't hire Doug. You can't hire Doug because Doug's like, that's like in Rocky 2 when Rocky retires and he's working in the gym and he's carrying around the spit bucket and they're like, yo, Rock, don't do that. You're a legend around here. You can't do that with Doug Pearson. He can't come in as offensive coordinator. He can't. Goff, back to pass. Looks, kick his ass! Run, crush his face in. What up, Peter Riley? We need a corner and a safety. I like the safety. I'm okay with the safety. I don't know why Makumba wasn't in there more, though. I'm very happy with the results, bro. They have a lot of good players on the Rams offense and defense. Of course, you're not going to be perfect. I feel they made a late, great adjustment at halftime. I agree. I think that we're going to see the Eagles come out, and I think the Eagles are going to play the way they play the second half. And I think Saquon Barkley is going to have a big game rushing. I really do. Get Gibbs, get him! You see that? Beautiful play. Y'all old and weird? What do you mean? I am kind of old, but I don't think I'm weird, though. Does Eric BM have a job? I don't know. Potato is Nick's boy. Nick will protect him this year. Possibly. 215 facts. Philly, I'm concerned about San Francisco rather than the Rams because we've shown we can beat the Rams, not much San Francisco. Well, we don't play San Francisco this year, and I think they won't make it to the playoffs. Because I think there's only going to be one team coming out of that division. I expect multiple teams, 2 or 3 teams to come out of the North. So that means there's only going to be room. Well, you'll probably get 2 teams out of the NFC East. You're going to probably get at least 2 teams out of the NFC North, maybe 3. You might get 3. So I only think 1 team from the West will get in. They're saying that Dory and Bennett both might be out game for the Bucs. Yeah. I don't know what happened to Bennett. I wonder if he got a concussion on that last play where he tried to block the guy that kind of freed Jordan Davis. I don't know. 1st and 10. Goff, handoff, Montgomery. Nothing there. He literally just said upsetting spaghetti. As a Niners fan, we don't have enough healthy bodies to compete anymore. Losing important people daily. I like feeling Green Bay. Yeah, it's tough. We need to stop the Bucs run. We need to beat the Bucs have been our Achilles heel. Like we're the Rams' Achilles heel. Bucs have been ours. We gotta beat them. Here's a handoff, Montgomery, and he's gonna get close to a 1st down. No BD was a great edge stopper. Those edge rushers got to get home. We need to start seeing more from Jadix Hunt. We need to see more from Nolan Smith. You know, I thought Nolan Smith was going to have a monster year. But I don't think the Ravens are going to make the Super Bowl. The Bills will go. Bills versus. It could be right. Could be right. Do you think Howie's going to make a move at edge rusher? We barely made it. I think so. I think Howie's got something big. You think they'll hire Reich if Patua continues? Well, if he's a head coach of Stanford, then no. Why would he leave his job as a coach? Green Bay's a fraud. I can't believe I thought they were a Super Bowl type of team. Lost to Cleveland. Well, I think Green Bay is a contender. I think Green Bay was overlooking that game. I think they were already looking at the Dallas Sunday night game. I think they took the Browns lightly. There's Goff, back to pass. Looking, throws. Caught. Gibbs. Close to a 1st down. Flag comes out. No, I mean, Za'Darius was dressed yesterday. I saw him in the locker room with his uniform on. So I gotta stop watching your stream because Detroit Lions are steady getting 1st downs. They are, man. You think it's my fault? Mike Evans is out for a few weeks. Yeah, that's big. That win was incredible. It was a great comeback. The Bucks will be tough. Go Birds, absolutely. But if they could pull off the Bucks game, I think they win. I think they're gonna run away with that conference. All right. Here's a handoff, first down, Montgomery, down to the 29. Jalen Hurts was like, that's what we all wanted to see again, huh? Jalen is cold. And that chain bow blinded the fuck out of me during his post game. It was awesome, yeah. Yeah, he was out there, didn't do anything. Yeah, I mean, I didn't hear anything about him. I'm here in Florida, and it's still blazing hot, 90 degrees with 70% humidity. Yeah, that's a big disadvantage for the Eagles. Eagles-Chargers Super Bowl would be interesting. If it were the pretty cat, they're sleeping. When they come out, I'll grab them. So Darius Smith did play, just didn't do anything. Yeah, it was non-existent. All the edge rushers were non-existent. They're just pounding it away at Baltimore. Baltimore can't stop the run right now. There's another 10-yard gain. Bro, talking about it gets brutal soon. Look, laugh out loud. Like we weren't in the middle of a tough stretch. After the Bucks win, Bucks, we win the next 4 games. Giants twice, Vikings and Broncos, all W's. So if you beat the Bucks, right? The hard part of your schedule was the first 3 weeks, the first 4 weeks, in my opinion. Like our schedule is going to get easier as the season goes. As I hand off Gibbs. And if you could get 4-0, and you're right, you should beat the Giants, you should beat the Vikings, you should beat the Broncos at home. I mean, you're 8-0. I don't see why it has to stop. But the most important thing is now you have the tiebreaker over the Rams. Then you would have the tiebreaker over the Bucks. If you beat Green Bay and Detroit, you pretty much are going to win the conference. Zadarius just got here. They have to ramp him up. We're not going to throw out there 30% snaps. Yeah, you got to give him time. I agree. Can we go? Well, you always figure you know somebody's going to beat you. You're going to lose something you shouldn't. You know, but I mean, we'll see. Ravens can't stop the run. I thought they would be good this season. They're on the ropes right now. The Lions' offensive line is kicking their ass. Look at that hole. Third and 1 at the 11. This started at like their 5-yard line. There's the handoff. Goff going to keep it. First down. Did the Lions vote to ban the tush push, by the way? Chris Melnick, man, thank you so much for the super chat, man. I appreciate it. He goes, Ravens look like Eagles on Run D. Yeah, we didn't look good on Run D. We got 700 people in the chat, by the way. We need over 300 likes. Make sure you guys hit that like if you haven't. Philly games yesterday always say keep the faith. You gotta. Here's Goff, looks, Gibbs throws, caught, down at the 1-yard line. What about the missed 2-point conversion? Would you think would have been able to make that play? It almost cost them the game. Yeah, they didn't get that. If they get it, then Ravens have to get touched. I mean, Rams have to get a touchdown. Bro saying I did something I never did. I'm a co-porter. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Yeah, Ringo will have to start on Sunday. It's his chance, man. He could solidify that. Come in, do a great job, and take the starting job. Take it. It's your chance. This is a 10-minute, 40-second drive. Damn. Talk about a beating. Goff hands off. Montgomery. Is he in? They're saying short. Ringo McWilliams could start. Now another official said touchdown. I don't know what to think here. I'll assume he's right. Ringo play anything like he did train camp, he's going to get cooked. That's true. I don't think it could be much worse than a Dory Jackson. Is it that hard to hit that like button? There you go. That's right. He's in. Touchdown. That was a big ass drive. Yeah, Jackson been hurt. Bennett got hurt. I don't know. Maybe it was the last play. Apparently, it's because Jackson started. Time for Lamar to step up. Yep. Lions defense stinks. That goal is fire. It's the Eagles' golden era. Eagles' golden era. You know? I hope Ringo seizes it too. Let's see something. Lamar's going right down and scoring a touchdown. I have no doubt about it. I think Vic and Howie will be looking to replace Nolan Sweaty. Already had 2 sacks. Nolan's got to get going. I mean, dude had 4 sacks in the playoffs. Looked like he was about to explode. I'm telling you, like, we want Jackson. Jacksonville's got to start losing. I want Trevon Walker. Gonna give me $1,200 for an iPhone? I might have to do it. Sam says, yo, fella, just got in. Do you think Hurts had a Peyton Manning moment there and started getting us into the right place, or just convinced Kevin Putolo to stop being so conservative? I think it was all Hurts, man. I think it was Hurts. I think he kind of took over. The question is how much? You know, I'll go more I'll go more Peyton Manning moment. Man, people still talk about Hurts, saying the coordinator fixed Hurts because Hurts was -1 yards passing in the first half. These dudes make up whatever they want. I know, it's crazy. I mean, you clearly could see Hurts yelling and telling the offensive coordinator, we got to get going, man. You got to stop this. Hurts definitely is a leader. Ravens has plenty of talent. Just don't trust them at the end of the day. The Ravens have to show that they can win in the playoffs. Like, if I'm the Ravens, I get to the playoffs. I'm running Henry 30 times in that game. I'm treating him like the Eagles treat Barkley, because that's how you win in the playoffs. Ringo McWilliams can be worse than Jackson. Oh, they can't. Where's Patulo Medulo? I don't know. Baltimore not better than the Cowboys in the playoffs? No, they're not. They have to prove the same things as Dak. I mean, Lamar's got to prove he could win a big game. Now, I do give Lamar some credit. Like, he did put them in position to win, and guys dropped balls on him. You know, you can't do nothing about that. I mean, where Dak has just played horrible in playoffs. $1,200 for phone, I could build a very powerful gaming content creator. Yeah, they're gonna give me $1,200 for a trade-in. Why do they want an iPhone 13? Like I think that they're giving more for an iPhone 13 than they are for like a 16. Why? That makes me very suspect. Oh, here's a big return down up to the 49-yard line. Boy, he saved the touchdown. Is right. Damn right it was. I would rather Ravens would. Absolutely. Mark Andrews has screwed Lamar in every playoff run they've had. I know. That's why I can't fully blame Lamar like some people will, because he's made the plays to win. They just haven't completed it. They were still as a Furbridge, but why so much though? Like, You could sell iPhone 16 refurbished for more than a 13, right? Why are you giving me... What about it? What is it? Has it got some secret chip in there or something? It's going to be worth a lot of money one day? You would think they would sell a iPhone 16 for more than an iPhone 13. Here's Lamar going to keep it. Lamar's going to get tackled at the line of scrimmage. Well, Lamar's like thrown the game-winning touchdown passes that were just literally dropped. You know, but he has to prove he could win the playoffs. I agree. Philly, do you think we could use an upgrade over Dotson? I mean, maybe at some point. I think you got it, though. You just got to give him time to develop. Darius Cooper's that guy. He just needs to develop. It's going to take a while. We got 738 people in here. Thank you so much. Lamar back to pass at the 47. Detroit getting pressured. Looks, throws, fires, caught. What a pass. Dude, my God, Lamar Jackson. We gotta love. I thought Saquon should win MVP. If Saquon didn't win MVP, I thought Lamar Jackson should have got it over Allen. Sorry, I did. Nate Davis, that Jordan Davis is a monster, and you called it. I knew he could play. I knew it. A guy that athletic and talented. Okay? You can't tell me, he can't be a third down back. Sure he can. If he's in shape well enough, yes he can. And he's proven it. First and 10. Lamar, back to pass. Looks, throws. Got a man open at the 5. Yes. First and goal. The 13 was released in the middle of COVID when the manufacturer issues started. Maybe they're offering that much because they are short of parts that 13 has, specifically maybe just again. I don't know. It's weird. They're giving me more for that. They'll give me more for that. I think they'll give $740 credit for a iPhone 16 Pro Max. But they're going to give me like $1,200 for my iPhone 13 Pro Max. And I don't even really want to switch iPhones. The phone works great. The iPhone 13 is great. I just don't know why they're giving it. It's like, okay, what's going on here? Why are you doing that? It's weird. The i13 Pro Max is rare metal that sells for $200 a gram. No other phone has it, and will even have it. It sells for $2,000 a gram. Well, shit, I'm keeping that shit then. I'll sell it myself. Henry, is he in? Down at the 1. My God, Arnold's trash. Thank God how he didn't pick. Remember when Cilio said that he was better? Cilio said that Arnold was going to be better than Q. Said, hell no, he is. 8, Xbox and PlayStation increase has to do with Chinese tariffs. Well, I'm not talking about the price of what it costs me. I'm saying they're going to give me that for trade. I'm essentially could trade in my phone and not have a payment on a new phone. But I'm like, why? They do that already. I don't put anything. I try not to put anything that I want them to not find out online. Just get a PC at this point. Well, I need a phone. Lamar Jackson's mad. I need a phone. The only problem I have with my phone right now is it just the battery doesn't stay charged as long. But I mean, it seems to be as fast. It works great. Philly, do you ever get dandruff? I do sometimes. The only time I ever get dandruff is if I let my hair go real long. And then I go out east, like to Florida or something. Then I have a problem. I have to take the anti-dandruff shampoo. But short and stuff, no. Yo, Philly, why do people give Lamar passes for playoffs loss to the Bills? He threw 2 bad interceptions. Yeah, I don't think they should, but, you know, I don't think anybody gives them pass, really, to be honest with you. I really don't think that. I mean, all I hear is that Lamar's got to win the playoffs. And he did throw the game winner that they literally dropped. But I still think he has to prove himself. You're getting $1,100 for your iPhone 14 Pro Max. Why? That's crazy. Don't you think that's crazy? I bet that 13 and 14 probably are very similar. It's weird. I mean, to me, like, back when iPhones first came out, you could do, like, every 2 years, and it was, like, good. It was, like, a big jump. Now, like, 3-4 years go by, and I'm like, it don't look anything better than what I have. So I don't even upgrade anymore. Mark is going through it. Oh my God, he just timed me out. Mark is he flipping out at people? I might have to go look and see what's going on in there. Let's see what this moron is up to. Is he live? Yeah, he's live. Let's see what Mark's saying.
That changed everything. George Pickens is not the number.
I don't want to use that one. I use this one.
George Pickens, after CeeDee Lamb got hurt, you would have thought it was Jalen Tolbert. I said yesterday not to let Jordan Love get comfortable.
He's miserable.
You mean Clab?
He looks miserable.
Or are you forced?
Come on, get it, Henry. Come on, Henry, get it. Oh, he's stuffed on 3rd and goal. Henry, don't get it. You got to go for it, right? You going for this? I'd stay out there. Nixon confirms that the Kevin Patullo who called the second half play calls for. Really? No, Lamar on 4th and goal. Fumbles the ball. Ball's fumbled and recovered by Lamar at the 21. Wow. Wow. They were down at the 1-yard line and come up with nothing. Lions defense finally show up. Wow. And Detroit gets the ball. 500. I'm looking forward to next week game to get a better feel where I agree. Terrible play call. I hate when they roll out when they're down in the end zone. I hate when a team tries to roll right or roll left. Like, why completely take half of the end zone, which is already small? Why take it all away? Like, I just don't understand when they roll right or roll left. Unless they're keeping it to run it, like you're cutting half the field. In a big game, I would never take Lamar over. I would not take any, but I don't think there's any quarterback I would take over Jalen at the end of a game. So Kevin Patullo. So Nick Sirianni said he was calling the plays, and then Patullo took over. That's interesting. Yeah, that's my point exactly. Why do it? I never. Andy Reid used to do it with McNabb all the time. I never got it. The end zone's already short, so you're already stuffing everybody here. If you roll right, you're cutting half the end zone away. I don't like it. I remember 500 came out and he only had 200 subs. He broke the internet after that. 500. Thank you, Cowboys face. Hello, Philly. Yesterday was the Rams Super Bowl. They had the Eagles under their mind all year. The Bucs game, we can get a better picture. Yeah. This is a big week for us. Hurts makes the play somehow. He comes up big. He just does. Mark looks depressed to me. I don't want to put him on too long unless he's ranting. Because if he's just sitting there, he just makes me tired. 500, you wouldn't see Jalen Hurts doing no dumb stuff like that. Lamar's trash and bright lights. Lamar's got to play bigger in big games, man. I agree. Per NBC Sports Phil, he did. Wow. So why is Nick Sirianni calling the plays all year then? That's horrible. We know he sucks at it already. We've known he sucked at it. Mark probably worked his butt off to after he executed. Probably. RD has been making it happen. Bond, Davis, Carter, DeJean, Mitchell, ever produced. Did you guys see the video of DeJean in the stands with the fans after the Jordan Davis ran that touchdown? That was hilarious. Phil, you better look. Jaden Daniels comes from behind, wins. I only see Hurts do that yesterday. That's it. You haven't been watching Hurts a lot then. Hurts has got quite a few of them. You know, I got nothing bad to say about Jaden Daniels. I think he's a good quarterback. Mal, thank you for super chat, man. He goes, Nick is definitely sticking up for his guy. So you think Nick is taking the blame for it, huh? It's interesting. I bet Patullo getting fired soon. I'm not buying that Patullo called the second half plays. I think Jalen Hurts called the second half plays, dude. I think Hurts went to him and said, forget this, you got to do this. 2nd and 10. Here's Goff throws it away. He had to get rid of it quick. Pressure got to him. That was not a fumble. What are they even looking at? Bro, Hurts definitely called the plays in the second half. Didn't you see him at the line? All those hands to his receivers. I think so. Laughing my ass off. If y'all believe Nick was calling the plays first half, y'all will fall for anything. He was clearly covering for Patullo. He did the same thing for AJ and Hurts going rough in Rogue in 23. You could be right. I have to watch again, but I thought Patullo was calling the plays when they showed him on the sideline. You'll feel I don't believe Nick. He's covering for his buddy. Yeah, probably right. Probably is. 3rd and 10 at the 25. There's a quick pass for Goff to Brown. Nothing there on 3rd. I hate that call. Hate that call by the Lions. That's such a stupid play call. Boy, do I hate that call. Jalen definitely went to him and told him what he was seeing and probably was pretty frustrated. It was not calling the plays. That's just how it works. But I'm sure he said, give me the ball. Yeah, I mean, him and AJ both came out and said, we got to be aggressive. So, I mean, if that's not a shot across the bow, I don't know what is. Yeah, Patullo did. 500. I didn't watch it. I fell asleep. I fell asleep beforehand. I got my video done and I was out cold. I did watch Task though, and I kind of like that show so far. So flag. What's the flag? Holding defense. See if Lamar can get points. Hey, Phil, what are you going to get? Pet Dingbat? What am I going to get? A pet? I got enough of them right now. I would like a dog. This game is going to be 44-41. No defense at all. Sheesh. Goff actually has a record with the Rams for most points, even a Monday night game. Remember, no defense against... Oh, yeah, that game against Kansas City. Yeah, that was a crazy game. Where did that report come from, sir? I can't find it. They said NBC Sports. You would think our offensive coordinator would know our team like the back of his hand. He's been there for. I know. I agree. Dogs are the best. I'd like to get a dog. Hey Philly, how many times did you call out the play in the first down yesterday? Pretty much every time you knew what it was, especially in the first half. You knew it was coming. I think everybody knew it. Philly 500. I heard last week how boring the Eagles are and how Jalen Hurts can't throw. Now mostly crickets. Yeah, it's not that he can't throw. It's that for whatever reason, they're not asking him to throw. They're playing ultra conservative. I think they're thinking, we'll just play it safe, let other teams turn the ball over, make mistakes, and we'll win. And I just don't think you can do that with the guy and the guys you got. Ravens potential, they just have to play their better. Agreed. Dogs are so happy to just see every time. Yeah, dogs are nice. 500, Howie made moves, great moves this offseason, except for hiring in-house offensive coordinator and no offensive experience. Yeah, it looks like it. I think, like I said, this is a big test. If the Eagles come back and they play that stupid conservative play like they did in the first half again to start this game, then I think Patullo's done. Offensive coordinators should probably listen to their quarterbacks when offenses are struggling. They have a better feel for the game. Nick Foles suggests Philly special in his Super Bowl, and Doug P. went with it. I agree. And that's why I think we'll see a change this week. I really think we're going to see a better offense here on in. I think Saquon's going off this week, to be honest with you. I do. I think Saquon goes off. There's Jackson. There he goes. Down to the 35. 48 seconds left. Let me fix this clock. Lamar's 5 for 6, 78 yards, and 25 yards rushing. He's got a 1st and 10 up at the 36 of Detroit. Lamar back to pass. Looking, game pressured, looking, still scrambles around, moves around, looks, dumps it off, caught. Unbelievable. How he stays around. I think you see Jalen have the voice when taking the lead of the offense. I agree. I just seen the video of DeJean. Yeah, that was hilarious. DeJean is in the stands celebrating. Jalen has to play more like 2022 to open up way for Barkley, yet maintain the ball secure for both 22. Well, they've got to let him. I mean, they got to let him throw. The throwing the ball will open up the run game. All right, Lamar back to pass. Looking. Throws to the end, sideline. Caught at the 19 by Hopkins. Wow, what a nice throw. Yeah, the game took a lot out of me too. Once Dallas started getting killed though, man, my energy came back. Lamar's emotional out there. Whereas Hurts is always still, you see Hurts on that return by Davis. He didn't even, nothing. You wouldn't have known if they won or lost by the way he acted. All right. 1st and 10 at the 19. Lamar in a shotgun. Back to pass. Looks. Goes to the end zone. Incomplete. And now flag. It's going to be pass interference. Arnold on Hopkins. Pass interference. Hey, my $500 bet at plus 2,500 Hurts. MVP got nice boost. So much. All I hear is saying Hurts can't throw. I know, right? Don't listen to them. Tony says the Eagles are going to Tampa a day early, so hopefully it helps. I like that idea. 500, just because Patullo has been there don't mean nothing. I worked at the garage for 3 years cleaning it. Didn't make me a mechanic. No, it's true. It's true. While Terran Arnold had 7 pass interference calls on him last year. So you got 27 seconds left. And Baltimore gets the ball to start the half. They have 2 timeouts left, by the way. He does look terrible. So glad we took Q over Arnold. Me too. Thank God we didn't listen to Sills. Lamar, play action, looks, throws, touchdown. Bateman on the touchdown. Wow. That's a big touchdown. Saquon gives it away if they're running or passing by his head movement. Run play, his head pass. Interesting. I'll have to look at that and see, if he's been tipping it off. But, I mean, you don't need Saquon to do that to know that they're running every down on first down for the first 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks. But that's interesting. We are tied. So good game so far. No defense. All tonight's no fantasy points for me. Shake my head. I got Ravens defense. You might get something. Hassan Reddick, you worry 500? I'm not. Good game so far. Yep. I'm not worried about Hassan Reddick. I'm more interested if Evans is going to play. No. So I acted like a fool when Davis. He did. See, Jalen Hurts out. Davis blocked the kick. Yeah. Stone face. You wouldn't know. You would not know that the guy just won the game. I love it. I think the whole team. I think they followed Jalen, man. There's Kelsey. Where do I get my hats from? Usually, most of the time, Eagles website. If you go in there early, like Sunday night, Monday, Tuesday, a lot of times they get new hats that are sold out by the end of the week. Would I take the Lions money line now? Me personally, I think Ravens are winning this game. But I mean, if you could win money on it, it may not be a bad bet if you think they can win. There's a return to the 35. 18 seconds left in half. Thank you, brother. 3-0. Hell yeah. So 4 total incomplete passes between both quarterbacks. 18 seconds, 33 yards. They're at their own 33. Goff back to pass. Looks, throws, caught, tackled, gain of a couple. Did they use a timeout? Lions, good score. They have 3 timeouts. Well, they got 2 now. They just used one. Great win yesterday, Philly. One of the great Eagles games in history. Do you think the Eagles can break the all-time wins in a row? We are at 17 and the record's 23. Yeah, I think it's possible. If they win the next game, I think all the other games after that are winnable. So yeah, they got to win this next game though. Johnson going to destroy Reddick and Barkley going to run over his ass. I agree. To Wentz and Hurts. I think that this is a Saquon Barkley week. I got a feeling. All right, here we go. 13 seconds left. Goff back to pass. Looks, throws, caught. St. Brown caught at the 39. Timeout. 7 seconds left. Risky 65. Thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate it. Phil, can you do your Merrill Reese voice? Yes, Jordan Davis picks it up at the 50. 40, 30, 20, 10, 4, touchdown. Jordan Davis. There you go. What's your all these games? Sorry. Sorry, Gabe. Don't mean to disappoint you. Nah, we don't need Davis fullback. Willie Lampkin at fullback? Interesting. Seven seconds left. Trey Diesel, thank you for the super chat, my man. He goes, Jordan Davis ran 4.340 when he picked up that ball. I timed it. He was moving fast, man. And he wasn't even tired at the end. He was breathing a little heavy. He was sweaty, but he wasn't tired. He had a great game. I think Jordan Davis has been the best defensive tackle in football. Ryan, what's going on? How are you? The little high pitch was that sounded like he was when it was 9. Maybe. I'll try to lower it next time. Bucks never come to Philly. No, they don't. Yeah, Williams is the center we got from the Rams when he came in the Eagles. I don't care. I'll play fullback. Yeah, I mean, I get it. Davis running to Chipotle? I don't think so. Davis eating salad. There's a pass St. Brown. 2 seconds left. Are they going to kick a field goal? They're going to try to kick a long field goal here. 58 long. Jake Bates, 58-yard career long. Ram fans were saying they think Sirianni's better coach than McVay. He's only beaten him every time. He's beaten him 4 times. I think McVay is a good coach, but I think he's a little bit overrated. I'm just going to be honest. I think he's a little bit overrated. Bucks came to Philly for Link's home opener. Warren Sapp said he could hear pin drops of the Link. Yeah, that was horrible. I'll never forget that. I was in jail all night, the night before that game. And I got out of jail just in time for that game. And then I came home. I had to take a shower to get the smell of jail off. And I sat and watched that game, and I had to deal with that bullshit. I was so pissed off. 67-yard attempt. Dude, these kickers are kicking 60-something yard field goals. I didn't do nothing. But I was wrongfully arrested. The charges they got dropped later. Because I fought them. All right, here we go. 67-yarder. NFL record, huh? Here's the kick. It's up. It is no good. And that is halftime. Good try, but no cigar. Ravens receive to start the second half. We are at halftime. A 14-14. It should be an interesting second half. Hey, Philly, tomorrow's my wife, Tally's 36th birthday. Tallis? Is it Tallis? Shout out to Tallis. Happy birthday. Happy 36-year-old birthday. You don't look a day over 25. Happy birthday. It was some bullshit. Then they tried to get me to go to Alcohol's Anonymous, and all these lawyers tried to make deals, so I said no. So I went there with no lawyer. I was in jail for wearing. No, I got a ticket. I got a speeding ticket for wearing Dawkins jersey. Been arrested, never jailed. Yeah, I sat in there for the weekend. Had the distance. No harm in trying. I didn't do anything wrong. I was innocent. But I just remember that it was like all I cared about was getting out in time for the Eagles game. The Eagles were opening the link, playing the Bucks. I just wanted to get home for that. And they were like, you might not get out until Monday. And I was so pissed. Dre Diesel, man, thank you for the super chat. He goes, can I say this? Fred Johnson is the man. Anyone wondering what happened last week? All I got to say is, this is what it looks like without Lane. Drafting his successor got to be top priority next year. I mean, what I would say is if there's a guy there to take him. If you got to reach for somebody, don't take him. Like, don't pass up on a more talented player because you're hoping that somebody can fill position. But, yeah, you got to look for it. I agree. How's jail? It sucked. There was a guy in there with me that was like, they would take him out and he had these moldy oranges. And he said, if you eat my oranges, we're going to have big problems. Nobody wants your moldy oranges. And that was a big pain in the ass. But other than that, I mean, it was what it was. So we are winning. We have no pass rush, run defense, no offense, and we ain't getting turnovers. We're only winning, though. We're only 3-0. Pizzle lost it. Oh, I know Pizzle was going to lose it, too. Philly, do you hear the Eagles might consider building a new stadium by 2030? Yeah, a dome, which I absolutely hate. I'm against the dome. Yeah, he had moldy oranges. He was staving his oranges. It was disgusting. Yeah, they were putting people. This was right after 9/11. So this was like, they were really, like, they were going nutty. Like, right after they passed that Patriot Act. And they were going crazy. And they got me. A couple days. It wasn't long. Just the weekend. It was supposed to be quicker than that, but the warden, whoever I had to meet, did not come in. But the weather isn't really an advantage. No. A storm day would be cool, however, we'll lose a snow game. You would lose. A dome would suck. It would suck. They want to put a dome in Chicago. Why? You lose such an advantage. There is. What dome teams are winning Super Bowls? Just answer me that. 500 is a hardened. No, I'm not a hardened criminal. I was in Frederick County Jail. If somebody could find my mugshot, I'd love it. I always wanted to frame it. I could never get it. Brandon Mann's a sleeper MVP. They won't. If they use a retractable dome, then here's what happens. Okay, the Eagles are going to play the Rams in the playoffs. The weather's going to be bad. The Eagles are going to keep the dome top off. Well, the Rams are going to complain to the league and force them to put the dome on to be fair. You're going to lose your playoff advantage. I did run from my shadow, but that was a different event. Mark said he was in jail before. He might have been. Maybe it was Mark was with me, and that was it was his moldy oranges. He was 7. Take much hooch. That's why they drink to get drunk. And I didn't even know that. AC3. I didn't even know. I never thought that's what it was. That's really interesting. I never put that together. I never thought of that. Damn, that's what they did. Yeah, man, it was no fun. Dre Diesel, thank you for the super chat. He goes, sorry for the spam last one. No, you're okay. No spam. Bennett looks good now. Give him some playing time to gel with the team. Also, shout out to Dallas Goedert for staying healthy for one game. Go Birds, right? Thing is Ja'Cory Bennett's now banged up. We don't know what he's hurt for, why he's hurt. But thank you so much, man, for the super chat. I did 7 years for ag assault. I did more time on the shitter than you. Yeah, I'm not saying I did time, believe me. Yeah, they save all the root fruit. I didn't know that. That makes sense, I guess. I never even thought of that. So interesting. No wonder he was pissed. He was worried about it. It's like, I want that for. The Beetle and the Bill Dog Show, thank you for the super chat, my man. Appreciate it. He goes, now they want to ban blocked field goals because of the Eagles. I know. I really saw somebody complaining about that online. Literally. Ringo and McWilliams. Used to live in Montgomery County. Yeah, I lived there. And I lived I got booked in Frederick County. But I mean, it was like a couple days. And then they dropped the charter, so it wasn't anything. It just sucked. All I cared about was getting home for the Eagles game. I just wanted to be home for the Eagles game. Yo, if you heard that Big Dom got that fine $75,000 for texting violation, NFL hates. Who did he text? What do you mean? Who did he text? So no, I wasn't scared to take his oranges. No, he wasn't a scary guy. He seemed a bit crazy though, but no, I just didn't know why I would want his oranges. Why do you want to get rid of the weather so much? The snow games are the best. Would be the best games to watch. I agree. Plus, like what dome teams win? Dome's teams. It's very rare dome teams win. What's this going on here? Oh, Tom Grossi read. Shout out to Tom Grossi. Thank you so much, man. Welcome everybody. Thank you. Shout out to him, man. I'm sorry about your Packers yesterday. I think they were overlooking the Browns for the you-know-who for the Dallas Cowboys Sunday night, which is going to be a great game. You're going to kill Dallas. But shout out to Tom Grossi. Thank you so much for raiding, man. Appreciate it. Give him my love back. Tell him thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Oh, thanks. I was happy for Eagle fans. Thank you. Yeah, great guy. Tell him thank you. Bennett got hurt when he tackled the holder of Davis. Tell Sills that week that Nick is a better coach than me. I will. Grossi Rage, man. Shout out to Tom Grossi, man. He's killing it on YouTube, by the way. He does a great job. Love his stuff. And man, yeah, it's going to be interesting. We're going to meet what, week 10 or 12, something like that. Eagles Packers. It's going to be fun. But shout out to Tom Grossi. Grossi Raid, go Niners. Go Niners. Yeah, Grossi's great. No doubt about it. Tell him thank you so much. Send my love. Appreciate it. Condolences to Packer fans. See, I think the Packers, dude, I think they're overlooking Cleveland. I think they were looking at that Dallas game Sunday night with Parsons going back, and they thought they were going to walk all over Cleveland. You know, I really thought that's what they thought. I'm like, what's up with the chat going so fast? We got raided. Philly can host the Super Bowl in the Dome. You can, but you're not going to get there. Seahawks play outside, right? So Seahawks play outside. How many Dome teams win? You think about it. The Packers go to the Super Bowl. They play outside. Detroit's a Dome. Minnesota's a Dome. They don't go to the Super Bowl. The Bears, they want a Dome. Stupid. The Packers are going to have such a huge advantage playing outdoors and cold. I don't think the Eagles should take that away. I don't think they'll be the same type team. I don't think you'll have a physical defensive team. You become a a track meet team. I don't think that's NFC East football. Rams play in a dome. Rams don't play in a dome anymore. Don't they play outside? They played in a dome. The Bills won a dome and they never won a Super Bowl. I know, and they'll never get to one. I think the teams that play outside have an advantage. I mean, you had the Saints won one year, right? Saints won. Who else won in a dome? Who else? What other dome teams have won Super Bowl? Indy won, yeah. They won one. Indy, the Saints. I don't know who else. I can't think off the top of my head. Is that a dome? The Rams Chargers? See, I mean that's they like them having a dome to me is not a big deal because their weather's nice already. But what did they do? They came to Philly and they lost. They lost in the playoffs. Do I like Mexican food? I do. Rams just won with a dome. Come on, 500. But how many? Okay, the Rams, when the Rams played in the Super Bowl and won a Super Bowl, they weren't in a dome. They didn't have their new stadium yet. I'm pretty sure. That came after. St. Louis Rams won one. Yeah, and that was it. So you got 3 teams in how many years of a dome? How many Super Bowls out of all the Super Bowls have been won by dome teams? 3 ever? No, it's horrible. You're an NFC East team. You pound the football. You play in weather. You take that away from the Eagles, you're taking part of their character away. Atlanta didn't win, right? A dome in Philly would have Bednarik, Bergie, White, Gab, Somerset in their graves. Agreed. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe, probably, whatever. I don't know. I just know where I was for all weekend. 99 Rams, 06 Colts, 09 Saints are the only 3 teams to win in the dome. Right. The Rams, when they won the Super Bowl a couple years ago, they weren't in that new stadium yet. So that doesn't count. House Cat says, yo, Philly, my girl Sarah and I just... Oh, congratulations, my man. Appreciate you. I think that's wonderful, man. Congratulations. 500, your boy Mark is now saying Pickens might not be good in its injuries. And that's why the team looks so bad. Really? Interesting. Okay, so that's one team. So what? 4 teams in the history? And listen, the Rams play in California, right? That weather's already nice. They don't have a weather advantage anyways. So playing in a dome for them is not a big deal. But when you're in the Northeast or you're in the, North Central, it's a big difference. It's a big difference. I think it's the stupidest idea the Eagles could do. And I'll worry they won't go back to a Super Bowl. Yeah, but the Rams play in California. It's 70 degrees there all the time. It's already nice. It doesn't get 30 degrees. It doesn't get 20 degrees. It doesn't snow. So playing the dome for them is not the same thing. It's not the same thing at all. Washington not getting a dome. They're just getting back to RFK. Yeah, and I've been to RFK when they were there before, the old one. Lamar here's a pitch off to Henry, caught it. Yeah, right. 4 teams only. It's not good enough. It's not an event. To me, a dome in Los Angeles, that's not a big deal. That's not, the weather doesn't change that much. A dome in Philly in January, that's a huge disadvantage for the Eagles. You live 7 minutes from there, yeah. Last year, the Eagles beat the Rams in snow. I know, in one of the greatest games ever. Henry, hands off. You don't see dome teams win much. And you got a team like, if Chicago gets one, Minnesota has one, Detroit has one. Green Bay doesn't have one. Green Bay will continue to dominate that division for years. Dallas is a dome team. They're a half a dome team. When they had their old stadium, they won. It was like half a dome. You could get snow in there. You remember that Thanksgiving, the Leon Lett field goal incident? There was snow on the ground. We don't want a dome. Dome's bad. Pretty rare, but exciting when they do happen. They're the best games. So did Dallas on that Leon Lett fumble. Yeah, because that was a half a dome. They still played outside, technically. Their new stadium, they've never been to a Super Bowl. Snowballs in Philly against the Lions, Stafford back in the day was fun. It was fun. You don't win. NFC East team, the cold NFC East team playing the winner is horrible. The big shorts Browns play defense well. Caught the Chiefs heads looking ahead. They did. I agree. Almost picked off. Wow. He just dropped a pick. Brian Branch just dropped a pick. Branch was eating popcorn, right? Be good to host Super Bowl in Philly, but that'll be crazy. Now take away the elements. Yeah, I mean, you get what? One Super Bowl in what, 30 years? I don't know. It just doesn't seem right to me. I'd rather go Super Bowls and have the advantage. I mean, when I watch playoff football, I always want the outdoor teams to have the advantage, have home field. I hate when indoor teams have home field in the playoffs. Casper, thank you for. To be good host, a home Super Bowl, but in Philly that would be crazy. Nah, it makes the elements completely gone. Yeah, gone. So that you could get what, one Super Bowl in 30 years? Spurger King, thank you for the super chat, my man. Appreciate it. Absolutely love Mark's stream the other day. The brothers screwed us. Guy letting everyone know Davis was offered to Parsons while Davis is going his iconic run into the end zone was hilarious. Icing on the cake. I know. Isn't that great? It was great. No doubt about it. Lamar, look, a third down. Caught. That's a first down. And Spurger, thank you for the super chat, my man. Did you talk to anybody in jail? The police and the guy I was in there with. So we didn't let go of Jordan Davis. Oh, me too. Jordan Davis, thank God we kept him. He's a beast, man. All right, Ravens, I formation, hands off to Henry. Henry going to get about 3 yards. Parsons going to plant Dak when they play Packers. Could be interesting. Eagles versus Lions, snow game, and the run game is massive advantage for an outdoor team. It is. It is. No, I didn't get locked. I wouldn't say locked up. I got held for a weekend. Day one, ask you 500 for a UFC fight companion team stream. We'll see. We'll see. Michael Anthony reaction to field goal block is hilarious. It's great. Jackson throws, caught. Kohler up to the 25. So did you rewatch the Jordan Davis play? The announcers worded it so weird. The big man looks for the icing on the big cake. I didn't pick up that. I rewatched it with Merrill Reese calling it. Would love to play the Rams in the snow in the playoffs again, Philly, just to beat them once again. Me too. Jalen Hurts restricted his contract to anyone same thing Brady did to keep the team together on both sides of the ball. Agreed. Mark needs to change his channel to a food one. Him eating is what does better than the Cal Turds game commentary. Man, he eats a lot during the game. 500 was hope. No. No. That was a long time ago. That was like 2001. And I didn't do anything wrong. I got cleared. Had to fight it, but now the slow slowed us down. We were beating the shit out of the Rams before the snow. Jackson looks, throws. Andrews caught at the 9-yard line. Hell of a catch. Wow. Kittens are hiding somewhere, sleeping. Fire, what position do you play football? I used to play tight end and linebacker. And a little safety. Mad Titan, thank you for Super Chat. He goes, game wasn't televised here yesterday. Did Zadarius Smith? He played, but he didn't do anything. He was quiet. Merrill Reese is iconic. Nothing hearing him make exciting play fun over. Yep. Agreed. Lamar. Henry throws it incomplete, almost picked. Jeez, dumb play. People are saying I wasn't locked up. I was just, I guess. Yeah. Punish more. That was a long time ago. I didn't do nothing wrong. 500, can you eat buffalo wings? If I eat buffalo wings, I am not going to be streaming. I will never eat on camera like that. All right, Lamar. Second and goal at the 10. Lamar getting pressure, rolls to his right, looking, trying to make a move. He's tackled. They got him from behind. How serious is Cooper's injury? Who? Whose injury are we talking about, Snipes? I don't know anything about Cooper. Cooper who? There is no Cooper injury. There's a Dory Jackson injury and a Jacorian Bennett injury. I don't know anything about a Cooper injury. Do I like pork? I'm Italian. What do you think? I'm Italian. Yeah, I like pork. Third down. Throw. Caught. Touchdown. Andrews. What a hell of a throw. Ravens score. That was a hell of a throw, man. Yeah, Bennett got banged up on the block at the end of the game, but we don't know yet. Yeah, I mean, he maybe has a concussion. KSF, thank you for the super chat. He goes, would you rather have Arnold or Jackson at cornerback 2? I would rather have Arnold over Jackson. Yeah. 500 class, water only, pinky up. You know it. 100%. Philly sounds like the prisoners in Shawshank Redemption. You ain't pinning that on me, bro. I haven't heard Darius Cooper being injured at all. Uh-oh, I got a friend coming over. Come on, Tank. Hey, come on. What's up? Say hi. They're here. They're here. What's up? So Bennett and Jackson are both banged up, so if they can't go, who starts? Ringo. It'd be Ringo's shot. Darius Cooper injured his shoulder. Yeah, I don't know anything about it. What was wrong with the punt catch yesterday? That guy kicks a knuckleball. He kicks it with a weird spin. Every team has been having problems with him doing that. They've been doing that all year. Tank is good. He's getting big. He wants to play, though. How old was I when you bought your first house? Hold on, let me figure it out. I was about 33. Phillies are crazy crap, man, like me, yeah. Eggnog or Barkley? Barkley. They used Darius Cooper to block on the tush push, so that's probably where he got hurt. And now the NFL will cite the injury as a reason to ban it. Yeah, they're going to ban it anyways. Ringo's not going to get the start. Vic is going to play McWilliams. Maybe they put McWilliams in. Will be interesting. Give him a chance. I mean, whoever's going to play it gets an opportunity to come in and steal that job. They just got to go do it. Whoever's going to get it, it's their opportunity. Did you stay in an apartment house? No, rented a house before. Well, actually, no. My wife, when I got married, my wife owned a place. So she owned the place. Then we sold it and bought something else. How am I now? With what? Well, what do you mean? This might be clutch game this season. Anything can happen. Could. It could be a clutch game. If the Eagles didn't lose to the Commanders, they would currently be able to tie the NFL record for the most consecutive wins regular season, postseason include 21 held by the early 2000 Pats. That's something, right? That's crazy. With the NFL massive anti-tush push propaganda efforts, you know it's about to be banned. Oh yeah. We're going to beat the Bucs. We're going to beat them. It's our week. I think Saquon goes off this week. I think he's going to get a lot of criticism, and he's going to go off. It really is going to depend. Do the Eagles come back and go back to what they were doing first 2.5 weeks, or do they play like they did second half of yesterday? Goff throws incomplete. Pressure coming. Now we're getting an alien invasion stream in November. We got to stick together. Yeah, that whole thing's weird. Are you going to move back to Philly? I don't think I'll move back to Philly. Taxes are too high. But I will move back to the East Coast. Why Eagles keep playing at Tampa? I don't know. Here's a handoff. Gibbs is going to get a nice run there. About 8 yards. He got hit, though. Yeah, they are going to come out with that conservative game plan. Well, if they do that, I think Patullo's done. They do that, it's going to go right back to the same problems. I'd scour the practice squad of the teams with deepest cornerback rooms. You never know. We found Ballman with the Saints. Could find another dime. Yeah, why not? 3rd and 3 at the 47. I apologize for yawning. I'm tired. Here's Goff. Back to pass. Looks. Throws. Caught. First down. Oh, I already know about New Jersey taxes, but that ain't even an option, dude. I don't want to go back to the city. No, I don't want to go back to the city. Will I go to suburbs in Pennsylvania? Maybe. Jersey's too high too. I need to go near the beach. Where would you go on the East Coast? I don't know yet. Florida, North Carolina, Jersey Shore, Gibbs. Although it's high taxes though. North Delaware, yeah, Delaware. No, go to Delaware, same as Philly, dirt cheap taxes. Yeah, Delaware may not be bad. I got family in Delaware. Yeah, maybe. Am I married to Fran Drescher? No, I'm not. Philly's a member of La Cosa. Shh. I'm in the witness protection program. That's why. Yeah, but if I go to North Carolina, I'm going to the Outer Banks. Yeah, I know it is expensive. Delaware could be. I mean, yeah, I have to figure it out. I mean, I miss the area, food, family, friends, all that, but I don't think I could live there. I used to have a place in Fernandina Beach. I'm from Chester, retired from the military, Northwest Florida. Beautiful beaches and now state income tax. Yeah, Florida is up there, man. Florida may be it. Oh, Montgomery gets it. Back toss back to Goff. Goff throws caught at the 18 by St. Brown. Come here if you like swamp ass all year long. Aren't you in California? I thought taxes. They are. It's unlivable. It's unlivable here. I'm on a clock, man. People in Delaware are so bored they worked up over license plates. I could live with that. I'm moving to Thailand. Cheap, very beautiful there. I'm leaving the country before it's too late. That's crazy. I'm in southern Delaware on the water. Yeah, I love that. Goff going to the end zone. Got a man. Caught. Touchdown. St. Brown. Wow. A lot of cursing on TV right now. I'm in Quakertown, 40 miles from Philly. We're getting a big influx of people coming from both Philly and Allentown. I imagine only the suburbs are too. I don't think it will end well. It'll be all right. So I would consider something like the outskirts in Pennsylvania, depending upon where. Not Reading. I don't want to go to Reading. 500. What's your opinion on Molly and Stephen A. relationship? I have no idea who the hell that is. Who the hell is that? There's no defense being played here at all. What's up? Come on. Hi. Hi. Say hello. Say hi. What happened to your eye? Let me see your eye. Let me see your eye. What is that? Here, let me see. No, let me see. You're okay. Oh, stop crying. Okay, there, I got it. I got it. Cry over here. I got it. Do we have a Kenyon Green again? Yeah, we got him again. We definitely got him again. Yeah, Reading is. Kitten had something in his eye, a little sleepy thing. Anyone who thinks these women are paying Captain I don't know who we're talking about. Lived in Sarasota for 9 years. It was awesome, I bet. Every Ravens, Rams, Bills, Chiefs, etc. game is Wild West shit up. Yep. Too hot for too damn long. It's like that here. But it don't rain. Reading is sinking. It's really good. Just stay away from the Amish. I couldn't live in Reading. When is Landon just coming back? I don't know. I mean, he's not. He's been playing. I want that cat so bad. He's so floppy. Yeah, they're floppy. All of them are floppy. Hello. Say hello. This isn't Tank though. I'm outside Sacramento. Florida is closest thing to Hawaii. Imagine living in Florida, beautiful warm beaches, palm trees, nice weather all year long. Fried gator. I'm not eating gator. I'm not eating raccoon. I'm not eating lizard legs. And they got too many snakes in Florida. That's the only thing I don't like. Philly, I'm thinking we only lose 3-4 games this season, end up winning, losing the 1 seed on a tiebreak. Yeah, we're going to win the 1 seed, especially if we beat Tampa. I won't eat Gator. What do you think happened at halftime? Patullo came to his senses, or did Nick Sirianni take over? And do you think Jalen will ever get the power calls? I think the players spoke up and got those coaches to make adjustments. I go to Tahoe, yeah. I've gone there like around Christmas time, but not in the summer. But I'm about 2 hours from there. Northeast Pennsylvania. I have to look at it. And that kick out of bounds for the Lions, yes. What are you doing? What are you doing? Stop. Say hello. All right, here the Ravens go. Flowers gets a catch near midfield. Cat's going. At least this game, so mostly games are, yeah, at least it's close. Florida, I'm sure it's nice, but I'm be hot my whole. Yeah, you're gonna be hot there. That's true. 553rd, like, thank you. Jackson sacked. Is it cheap to live in Pennsylvania? I heard the minimum wage there is $7.25. I don't know. Like, I don't know when you get outside the city. I don't know what it's like, to be honest with you. But it's probably cheaper than where I'm at now. Yeah, Florida is humid. I can deal with humidity. I like humidity more than I like dry heat, to be honest. I was supposed to move to Florida, but somehow wound up in the middle of Georgia because of my ancient geriatric mother-in-law. Interesting. Have you been to Eagles? Not in California. Arizona. I've been to Arizona. That was Jalen Hurts talking to Patullo on the sideline. That's when they unleashed Jalen Hurts. Agreed. Delaware minimum wage is $15 an hour. Well, that just means they have more people working. Let me tell you, the minimum wage here is $20. Okay? And you get, I think it's like $20. You get a place like McDonald's, right? Instead of keeping all their staff, they just fire half the people. You go there, like, you go to a place now, they have half the workers they used to have. I go back east, they got things out 30 seconds. Boom, boom, boom. They got a ton of people. Here, they got half the workers. Everything takes longer because they just fire half the people because they got to pay the other half more. That's what happens. I see it firsthand. New Jersey minimum wage $15 an hour. According to U.S. Realty, Chesterbrook Valley Forge is ranked number 1 in the U.S. Oh, really? Interesting. I'm not working. You shouldn't. I say you go back to your roots and move to Sicily. You can be made into a. Yeah, I could do that. Messina. Come to Pennsylvania? Maybe. You love British Columbia in Canada, Philly. Not too cold. Snow for a few weeks. January fair, beautiful sun. Oh yeah, that is beautiful. I live in Kentucky, and women in Kentucky have big round. That's okay. I'm already married. I'm good with what I got. It's not $7.25. Look at those places. Tennessee $7.50. Not going back to that. Mainly results in machines moving in and more people fired, or almost now. It's crazy. It's seriously like they got half the workers that used to be there. They're always like, "Can you park, please?" And you got to go park, and it takes 15 minutes. I go out east. I go through a place. It's done, quick. Come to Charlotte. I would, if I go to North Carolina, I'm going to Outer Banks. I'm going to go live there half the year. Ray, well, what 500? What's going on? Tampa, I would like to go to, but not for that. Delaware Birds, yeah. California's kind of shithole. Good luck. Anyone that's living there, it's only getting worse. That I agree. It's unsustainable for me. Yeah, Arizona is hot. That's true. If Outer Banks just got a Wawa, that's where I'm going. The minimum age workers is they got paid double and they started working slower. Well, they cut. No, they literally cut half the workforce. We have tons of beaches, tourists, money. I have 3 antiques. Where's that Jim Johnson's ghost? When it move, it'd be a couple years. Why are you staying, Cali? Because my wife, for her work, once she gets everything locked in, her retirement stuff, then we can go. Wawa's Columbia coffee is crap. Sounds good. No, the coffee does, not the crack. Oh, Southern Delaware? Yeah, that might be nice. I was stationed in Kentucky and a woman went nuts over my Jersey accent. Yeah, I bet. I bet that's true, Rocco. I know that. All right, Lions ball. Goff throws incomplete. Mark had you on meltdown cam when the kick was blocked. He was the one who melted down. I know, isn't it great? I heard Mark said a lot of stuff. Vegas isn't bad. I probably could live in Vegas. I do miss football stats times in the Midwest and East score. Yeah, me too. The start times? Yeah. Here's the handoff. Uh-oh, Montgomery's gone! 50, 40, they're going to catch him at the 30, at the trying, to the 10, down to the 11-yard line. Humphrey got him. Montgomery, big run. The Ravens are going to lose this game, damn it. Big run. The offensive line of the Lions have kicked the Baltimore's ass. I love football too. No, Saquon definitely wouldn't. If that was Gibbs, it would have been a house call. Agreed. 72-yard run. Here's Gibbs. Going to get to about the 7-yard line. Ravens don't have a defense. Thought they did. No. Stark stinks. Ravens always overrated. Montgomery's coming back in now. He's got 114 yards on 9 rushes. Damn. They got Gibbs and Montgomery both out there, by the way. Mark Banju. Sweet ass shit, man. Come on, Mark. 2nd and 5. Play action. Goff rolls to his right, throws it down to Laporta. He's going to get tackled for a gain of 1. Vegas is going to hell, slowly becoming. Is it? That's because all those Californians are coming in there, and everything's going up. We need Ravens to win. 500. You consider DeJean a cornerback 2 for this game against Tampa if Bennett? No, I keep DeJean right where he is. I put Ringo in or what's his face, McWilliams, one of those 2 guys. They feel the Ravens team trash. No way they can beat us in the Super Bowl. I agree. Not playing like this. Yeah, I wanted Starks too. I can't lie. I never thought they would have taken a linebacker though. out here in, was it Arkansas? No one understood my kids. No, of course not. She's a teacher. She's a teacher. The fact that it was Jordan Davis that blocked the kick made Mark's reaction even funnier because he wanted Dave so bad before the draft. Isn't it funny? And he tries to act like he never did. I told Makuba would be right. Yeah, you might be right about that. What a game tonight. It's a close game. Lions are about to score, though. Third and 4. It's a 3rd and 4, though. Big play up here. You think he's going for this if he misses it, if he don't get it? If it's 3rd and 4, you might run this if you're going for it on 4th. Goff, hands off Gibbs. Gibbs, close to a first down, but short. He's short. They're going for this. You know that. See if they let the quarter expire. They're hurrying up. They're going to try to get them to jump. They're going to try to get the Ravens to jump. They're not going to snap this. He's not snapping this. Going to try to get the Ravens to jump. No, he's not even going to try that. He's going to let it expire. 4th quarter. Don't look good for me tonight. One more quarter. Jared Goff looks like he plays golf. He does. Tide going in the 4th. Yep. Dan Campbell will go for it. That's what he does. Campbell does. He does. And if he does, he'll be screwed. Middle school. If the Eagles go one-dimensional on the offense this week, I'm not going to be happy. Me either. For how you don't just block the font that bots use to spam. Fake the NFL. What do you mean? Okay, what do you mean, Cloudify? Explain this to me. I'm stupid. I'm a stupid man. What do you mean? How do I do it? If I can do it, I will do it. What do I do? Did I get to? I did not. No. No reason to get mad. No, you're welcome. I mean, he physically looks like I'm profiling. Who? Andrew, what's going on, man? He goes, what up, fam? I'm late after a long day at work. Neither of these teams can beat us. They actually called the game. I agree with you. I agree. And I know, man, long night. I get it. What do you do in arguments? What do you mean? You talk it out. You work it out. One U.S. company is worth more than 2/3 of the countries on Earth. California's frontline, we are out here trying to turn it red and save it. Yeah. I don't know. It's going to be tough. 500 Mark said in the beginning of the season, say why Dallas is going to be better than last season delusion. I know. And then he acts like he never said it. Golf is fun. Well, Top Golf just really... I don't think a team can beat us. If we play to our best, they can't. Every night's a long night, laughing my ass off. Too many spine injuries down here in Naples, Florida. How did they get off spine injuries? What are they doing out there? Are they four-wheeling or something? Oh, man, that's crazy. Philly, Wednesday, bring up your 2 starting rookies and make sure to bring Jordan Davis a lot. Okay. All right. 4th and 1. Here's a pitch out to Gibbs. Oh, nice call. Gibbs, touchdown. Nice call. They completely fooled them. Nice play. They pitched it to Brown. Brown ran and pitched it to Gibbs. Are they going to go for 2 here? What are they doing? Two car is done for Team Max. Belt to ass. Ravens secondary is trash. Yeah. Philly, you're going to make a video of Mark eating laughing maybe next time? I haven't had a chance to do anything yet. Stop pulling up Jim, right? The video is worth more per year than an entire GP. Okay. Don't you wish we had the Lions offensive creative? I do, yeah. The capital of the world. Interesting. Didn't know that. Do you know Jersey? Indeed. Chargers are better than the Ravens? It might be. So where did you used to work before? I work at the same place now. It hasn't changed. You know that Sills is glazing lines right now. Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, Task is good so far. I like it. I like it. I'm getting into it. Yeah, I think so far it's not that bad. Task is about these guys who are robbing drug houses. It goes bad, somebody gets killed, and they end up taking this kid that's left there that parents die or got killed. So basically it takes place in Delco, Philly, well, in the Philly area, I guess. I forget what town, but it's pretty good. So far, it's pretty good. It's what's his face? The dude that plays the Hulk. He's an FBI agent in it. And it's like him and this other character are basically on a collision course. So it's pretty good so far. I don't want to give too much up. Brian is a sports writer in Miami. I met him, but I don't really know him. Yeah, you're from Delco. Yeah. I think that's where it takes place. Yeah, Mark Ruffalo is in it. Yeah, it's pretty good so far. It's called Task. Task on HBO. They do a pretty good job with the accents too. Instead of having Philly people sound like they're from Brooklyn, it's actually genuine. So it's pretty good so far. 500. Dan Stiller plays a character, create controversy. I know he knows what he's doing. Yeah. I'm also watching Terminal List. Yeah. Do you know in Miami would be richer? Bezos, woman, I guess. I did my gym rotation in Temple Middle School. Told him I would rather collect trash. And she, yeah. All right, let's see if Baltimore can get it going. Lamar keeps it. Lamar, get a couple. No. She knows better. It did freak her out the first time. Who's the second best team in the NFC, in your opinion? I think the Rams. Yep. Lamar looks, throws, incomplete. Philly, with Bosa going down, you think Huff gets 8+ sacks to get us a 4th-round pick? If he already has 2, he's got a shot. Yeah, if he's got 2 already, he's got a shot. All right, 3rd and 7 for the Ravens at the 31. Lamar back to pass, looking, throws over the middle, caught at 49-yard line. Bateman, it's a big catch. Philly, if is about to be the Eagles, how about that? I'll take it. I will have a better offensive plan than they had. That's for sure. Jalen is definitely more clutch. I would take Jalen over anybody with 2 minutes left in the game, down 4. Yeah, they are. I've taught them well. I explained to them it's passed down in the family. You gotta do it. Here's a pitch out to Henry. Henry gonna get maybe 2. We got a flag, though. What? 15-yard penalty on the defense. I was curious about how little pressure our edges have gotten, but then I noticed Jalen Hunt was out there covering D's. Adams, and it makes no sense. No, he does cover D. But what I know is where is Nolan Smith, man? He hasn't gotten anything. Is it true they're adding Samuel Jackson? Yeah. Not only are they adding Samuel Jackson, he's getting a spin-off show. So that could be interesting. Do I think the NFL's rigged? No. Well, it depends what you mean. I do think the refs mess around with the point spread, but I don't think they care who wins. I believe Lane said he will play on Sunday, but I'm not entirely sure about that. I didn't see him say that myself. No way the NFL's players would spill. Rigged? No, they don't care who wins. All they care about is the point spreads. So they don't care who wins. But they do worry about the point spreads. I'm convinced of that. Just by the phantom calls you get late in the games and stuff. Nah. Chandler says, I'm telling you, Philly, Lions versus Eagles going to be the game of the season. Did the Packers ain't shit. Lions are the most complete team besides the Eagles and NFC. You might be right. It might be right. I think the Lions defense still suspect, though. But they got a good offense. That could be a hell of a game. We got that game. I think we played Detroit and Philly, right? That's in Philly. That's a big game to have in Philly. So you better pick a different team. Ravens not even making it. Well, I already predicted it, so I can't switch it now. But look, the Ravens are costing me money tonight. Okay? They're costing me good winnings that I had against the Cowboys. Jackson throws, caught, wide open, first down. Bateman again. Yeah, it's been a long day. Yesterday was a long day. And then today been a long day so I could get home and stream. I'll sleep well tonight, though. Lions are starting to give us issues. We better beat them. When do we play them? We play them what week? What month? We play at home, but what month? Lamar, back to pass. He's going to keep it. He's going to run. And he's going to get a yard. Andrew says, Jalen has one of the best quarterback ratings in the NFL. He's so much better than the media give him credit. Oh, it's so true. So true. Hey, Phil, have you ever seen my uppers rate? I commented on your cigar video. I'm proud of that comment. I haven't seen the comment yet. I haven't even gotten to the comments. I put that video last night, fell asleep, got up, been out all day. I'll try to start answering comments tonight when I'm done. I'll definitely look for it. All right, Lamar back to pass, getting pressured, tries to get away, going to get sacked. Sacked again. It ain't the Bills. The way the Ravens were running up the score on them and they lost focus, that's true. Do I snore? Yeah, sometimes. If I'm on my back, I do. If I'm on my side, I'm not too bad. Bond, Dean, Trotter, Jr., Campbell, maybe the best linebacker group the Eagles have ever had. It could be when it's all said and done. I haven't seen a good of, this is the best linebacking group I've seen since Seth Joyner, Jesse Small, Byron Evans, and William Thomas. Bro, Lamar is the new Michael Vick. Outstanding talent, but will probably never make it top because Brady said the difference between most talent and champion. That's true. 3rd and 13. Lamar back to pass, looking, getting pressured again, steps up, avoids, trying to avoid it, going to get sacked again. Behind the line of scrimmage. Bold Eagles, Zach Bond was great yesterday. I can't see on my side, my shoulder starts there. True, the early 90 linebacker was amazing. They were good, but this is the best I've seen. Play Lions November 16th. See, that's an advantage for the Eagles. It's colder. No, I think that helps the Eagles, to be honest with you. That's gonna be a great game. That's also gonna have huge playoff implications. Trash hat Ravens are killing me tonight. They're gonna kick a field goal. Get ready to kick a field goal. He missed it. He missed it. He got that? Dude, I thought he missed that. Boy, I thought he missed that. The question is can the Baltimore Ravens defense stop the Lions? You see Carr wearing verse chain? Yeah, I saw that. He won it as 100K, but I saw it, yeah. Lamar will never smell a championship? Could be. Yeah, it looked like a miss to me, too. I can't believe the crap Michael Parsons said yesterday about undefeated teams and about champions. Shit the bed. What have you won, Micah? I love his talent, but he's a great player, but such an ass. I know. He kind of fit the Dallas Cowboys, to be honest with you. Mike B, thank you for the super chat. Shout out to the Weapon X for becoming co-owner. Go B-Dog, love you, brother. He became co-owner of what? But shout out to Weapon X for being Weapon X. But what did he become a co-owner of? The vet in the 70s was not a safe place for kids. Eagles games were much safer now. That's true. The worst was the bathrooms at the old vet. I hated going to the bathrooms there. I wouldn't even want to drink. I wouldn't even want anything to drink in the vet because I'm like, I have to go to the bathroom and I'm not waiting in that line. So then you'd have to go in the middle of the second quarter. That's when I would go. He bought stock in the Eagles? Really? Well, that's cool. They need to push Trader Jr. out there so we can see what he can do. Hurts never gets riled. Lamar does occasionally. Agreed. 500, the refs are calling game for the Ravens. Come on now. You think so? You might be right. Lamar is so elite. What excuses Stills are going to say? I don't know. Ravens not going to playoffs? I don't know. I didn't think they made that. Wasn't allowed to go to the Eagles. Yeah. How old was I? I say about 12. Probably 12, somewhere around there. I got a playbook all written out. If you look, everyone's saying the Eagles are cheating. You notice every dynasty in NFL history, Patriots, Chiefs, were always accused of cheating. Yeah, it's true. All right, here's the return. Big return to the 35-yard line. Jeez. All right, can the Ravens defense make a stop? I love to see them put Trader Jim out there. Who? I prefer TV now. If I were for you, yes, let's do it. I'll open up that whole offense. First and 10. Here, handoff Gibbs. Gibbs. Gonna get a 4. If I want Derrick Henry, is the last leg I need. He's 50. He's at 50, and I need him to have 70. Oh, you'll probably get that. I would think you got a shot at that. I hope you get it. Also, every tush push defense lines up in neutral. Every time. Every time. They don't call it. Second and 5 at the 40. Play action. Looking. Goff throws. Goff incomplete. Knocked away. Wiggins gets his hand on that. Big third down right now. Big third down coming. So we play the Packers Lions back to back on a short week. It's going to be tough, man. That could clinch the division, the conference for us. If we could beat Tampa and then those two teams, we good. It's going to go through Philly. Oh, he didn't get the playoff. Detroit timed out again. They got one left. They got one left. 8:48 left, fourth quarter. There's a 3rd and 5 for the Lions. They're up 4. When you come, I don't know. I got to figure it out. I got to get back home. Maybe one of these holidays. I would really like to go back for either Thanksgiving or Christmas. So you see the Travis Arson playing for Mizzou. Last week it had a nice. No, I didn't see that. Bad clock management. That's the second, third time they've done that too. They only got one timeout left. They need a touchdown. They can end this game. Here's Goff back to pass. Looking. Gonna run. Gonna throw it. Incomplete. Damn, Goodell made the Eagles schedule. The Eagles don't even get a back-to-back home game. That's craziness. Why didn't he run it? I don't know. If no pinky up conspiracy, nothing. Any job, you're competing entire third world. Hey Philly, maybe a new dome stadium may be a good thing because the crowd noise in the dome will affect the other team. I don't think it affects. I don't think it affects it as much as the weather does. Here's the kickoff. Here's a return. It's going to get tackled at the 21. All right, Ravens, see what they can do. Seems like they don't call the neutral zone infractions against opposing teams because they want to see they can stop the shove. I think they'll ban it if no one can stop it. I agree. It's definitely getting banned. 500 Mark is still mad. Let me know when he starts going off. Lions are a threat. There's no doubt about it. NFL wants badly Play the Eagles, excuse me, because of Howie and Lori are making the ownership and management team look incompetent. Agreed. No one deserves Cali Pizza. I agree. Long drive on the way. Derrick Henry butts one open. Probably. Goff's a choke artist. Ravens going to win this game. I hope so. Zach Cunningham was on 2023 Eagles team, wasn't it? Yeah. I think so. Lions has always been a threat to beat us. It won't see us in the worst season. They won't beat us. Texans are 0-3. With Howie, they can't trade him back. He can't come back to the Philly for at least 2 years. Packers are going to blow out the Cowboys. Oh, yeah, and we're going to be watching it, enjoying it, every moment of it. You know that. We're going to be enjoying it. It's going to be fun. Can't wait. Yeah. Dallas definitely still stinks. This is so true. I want Makumba over C.J. Gardner-Johnson already. Yeah, and you're going to get him. They're not going away from Makumba. Makumba's not been bad at all, to be honest with you. Just a reminder, I will be live tomorrow, early afternoon. Let's see, probably about 1 o'clock. Somewhere around 1:30, I'll be live tomorrow. And then I'll have a video. So Thursday game I'm streaming. C.J. Gardner-Johnson can't come back in a trade, but if you could consider him, Eagles will want him. I doubt it. Wow. Turnover. I got to see this play again. Derrick Henry fumbled again. Are you kidding me? He fumbled again. Wow. I totally didn't even see it. Wow. Henry, 1 fumble per game he's averaging this year. Damn. 1 fumble per game. Yeah, this is bad. The Jordan Davis touchdown yesterday called Dick 6. I like it. Didn't Henry fumble Bills? He's fumbled once every game so far. He fumbled Buffalo. He fumbled their second game, and he just fumbled now. But these are back-breaking fumbles. The Buffalo game was a backbreaker. This one's a backbreaker. Now Detroit's got the ball. Here's a handoff. Montgomery down to the 14. They score touchdowns over. So Chris Long called me out today on his podcast twice. He said, Kyler should be done. And I said, I'm not sure. Cousins is still playing, and he hasn't won in the playoffs. He won once. That's funny. Swatted the ball out of his hands. All right, second down. Here's another handoff. Montgomery. Montgomery get a first down at the 5-yard line. They're running the ball, and they're getting first down. Oh, flag. Wow, Detroit on a hold. Wow, personal foul. Repeat second down. 15-yarder. Here, man, slam his home. Yep. Yeah, here go the refs. Exactly. Oh. 15-yard penalty. So it should be first to goal at the 5. So second and 22. I still think you got to go for a touchdown. This game's going to go to overtime. You want to bet? They're going to kick a field goal, and the Ravens are going to go down and score and tie it up. All right, 2nd 22. Here's the handoff, Gibbs. Gain of a yard. I hate that call. I hate that call. He's already playing for the field goal. Yeah, it feels like overtime. Oh, wow. Yeah, Kyler Murray should be done because he's winning. In Arizona, I said the man has a lot of quarterbacks don't win and still have a job. So I'm not sure if he should be done. Yeah, that's true. 3rd and 21. Goff looks, throws it up, incomplete. So they're going to settle for a field goal. They're going to miss the field goal. Interesting. 4th and 21. I thought you were going to pass other. Yeah, right? Here's the kick up, and it is good. 31-24. You know they're going to go score a touchdown now. Kyler Murray hasn't been playing bad, not lighting it up, but protects the ball. What are they, 2-1, Arizona? Hurts would have made him pick. He would have. I always wanted Calais Campbell in Philly. We got Jordan Davis instead. I like Calais Campbell. Rakeem, what's going on? He goes, what is Denzel doing? Washington doing Screaming Lions Ravens game. Philly 5. I'm doing good, my man. How are you? You know, Denzel's got to scream too. He's got to watch the game too. Wish Jordan Davis was on my Ravens special teams now. I hear you. Is it just me? Is NFL boring now? I don't know. I think this is a pretty good game. Okay, you were right about Brad Johnson is better too than Logic or maybe Jeff Hostetler. Pay Jordan Davis today. How about that? Can we talk some Jordan Davis block return here? I was here when it happened, and man, that was a good rush. Oh, it was great. Jordan Davis was good, man. Hey, Philly, let's say the Cowboys get top 7 pick with their picks they have from Green Bay. What do? I don't know. I mean, they need a lot of help. They need secondary help. They need another pass rusher, in my opinion. You need a quarterback for the future. So it really depends. Imagine if City Brown and Ringo both stepped up. That would be nice. Gotta hope Davis is willing to take a team-friendly deal. Paying him and Carter is going to be tough. I feel like Carter is going to get a big bag. Well, Carter's definitely going to get a big bag. Davis we got for 2 more years. Yeah, Chris Long didn't like my take on Sam Darnold either. Said he felt part with the lights got bright last year. And Chris Long said it was the online, not Sam Darnold, that lost at the end of the year. The O-line. It was typical Minnesota. I thought Darnold stunk too, dude. If Darnold was so good, then why did the Vikings not bring him back? I missed when the Detroit Lions were always considered automatic W. I know, right? I feel like you shout out my cousin Chelsea. She just graduated Temple University law degree. Yeah, shout out to you, Chelsea. Congratulations on your law degree. I know you're going to go out there and do a great job. A shout out to you. 49ers have won, if not the easy schedule, and still will choke it somehow. They're not going anywhere. Here's the return up to the 31-yard line. Have you heard anything about Lane Johnson? From what I heard, Lane's going to play. Lane had a stinger and looks like he's going to play. We'll see if that's the way it pans out. All right, 6:30 left, fourth quarter. Can they tie it up? Lamar, first and 10, as 29. Lamar, sacked. Hutchinson again. Hutchinson coming to life. Damn, Ravens going to lose. Looks like it. I can't help it. I'll try to hide my face. Ty Robinson, he's been a healthy scratch. So I read a get back game upcoming as well. We'll see if he gets back. Maybe we'll get back at him. Bro, Lamar's good for no reason. Laugh my ass off. We'll see. 2nd and 16. Lamar back to pass. Looking. Going to dump it off to the running back. And he's going to get about 3. Nothing there. 6 sacks. Yep. This is rigged. Is it me, or do you think Saquon's slow start to the season has anything to do with being on the cover of Madden? No, I don't think that's what it is. I just think that because they were so conservative and they were doing the same runs every time, I just think teams just pretty much abandoned their passing game or worrying about it and just went after him. I think the passing game continues to improve. I think you'll see Saquon, the run game will start to get it going. I think Saquon's going to have a big game this week. 3rd and 12. Lamar back to pass. Get more pressure. Looking. Get more pressure. Trying to get away. Can't get away. Tackled. Gain of a couple. Damn, they're going to have to punt. Now, this ain't rigged. The Lions being the Lions. I hate to admit they're like cockroaches. They're good, man. I don't know if the Ravens defense will get ball back. Oh, they won't. They can't stop the run. Man. All right, they got a punt. And it's going to go out of bounds. See if they can stop them. You're Detroit right now. You're going to kill the clock. I'll take my heart. Can take another close game. Get ready for it. It's going to happen. They still have 3 timeouts. Yeah, Ravens have 3 timeouts. I don't give a shit if anybody says I'd rather have Hurts and big moment games than Jackson or Allen. He never gets flustered. I agree. 100%. I'll take that all day. They should have went for it and not let them time to get a stop. Man, I want us to trade for Ward so bad. Well, we'll see what happens. All right, 4:24 left. First and 10 for the Lions at the 30. Let's see if they can stop the running game. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. Gibbs trying to get around the edge. Gibbs does. He's going to go 9 yards. They said he stepped out about 7 yards. First like 7-yard gain. I was at the Tampa game when Matt Bryant kicked 7+ yards. Oh, God, I remember that. Philly, this was debatable between me and my family. Is the NFL football field the same size as a high school football field? Yeah. Yep. Hit the gym, big belly oaf. You talking to me? I would trade 3rd and 5 for Ward. Here's a handoff, Gibbs. Gibbs, first down. We may go undefeated. We'll see. You can't say that. You get pissed off at everything. You can't come back and say that. Philly, not touch my moldy orange. I promise I won't. Now I know why they had it. I never knew that. Never even thought of that. Damn. Now it makes sense. First and 10. They can't stop the run. First and 10 at the 39. Handoff to Gibbs again. Gibbs. Going to get about 2. Yeah, I hate Tampa too. I have it to give it to you, Eagle fans. Your boy Hurts might be the most clutch. Thank you, Z. He's clutch, man. He's clutch, and I'll take a guy being clutch more than anything. They're just running clock. Second and 8. Here's a handoff. Is like Montgomery going to go for 2? Are they going to start using a timeout or what? If I'm Ravens, I use a timeout right now. They're going to let this clock kick. The only difference are trash marks. The NFL hash marks are the widest. Yeah. Ravens are frauds. They're losing to the better teams. He's got to snap this before the 2-minute warning. He has no choice. Goff back to pass. Going to dump it off to Gibbs. Good play. Nice move. He's short. 2-minute warning. 4th down. 2-minute warning. Do the Lions go for this? Ravens get the ball. Will they go for it? Will the Lions go for this right now? If you go for it and you get it, you win the game. Yeah, I think the Lions might go for this. Campbell always takes risks. I think Campbell's going for this. Thomas says, Brian Dawkins is now partial over the Eagles. I'm not sure what percentage, though. Yeah, that's what somebody says. That's very cool. Rams game is not as good because Landon is playing hurt and Becton is gone. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't think that's why. It may be part of it. I think it has to do with the way the offense has been playing. Campbell always goes for everything. Yeah, he does. Oh, I definitely think they're going for it. Would you rather have an ugly, rich, annoying girl with no kids and 10 plus bodies, or a poor pretty woman with a kid and only 4 bodies? Can I just skip both of them? If I have to, I would go poor pretty woman with only 4 bodies. That body thing, sorry, that matters to me. The run game isn't just suffering because of Landon. The run scheme is different, and the defense are Keenan Barkley to the lack. Exactly. Because you saw as soon as they started throwing, Barkley started getting 12 yards of carry, 11 yards of carry, 8 yards of carry. You know? Yeah, probably right about that. You might have to run for that one. We knew they were going for this. Yeah, it's this time and night for random questions. Yeah. I mean, there's just stuff I don't have to deal with. Thank God. I feel bad for you guys today. That's for sure. Here you go, 4th and 2, play action. Look, he's going to go throw deep, and it's caught at the 31-yard line. That's going to seal it. We got a flag, though. Flag is down. Yeah, Spies Like Us was hilarious. Holding defense. Ravens choke again. That was a great throw, man. Lions win. Yep. Lions cost me money. I should have bet the Lions, man. That would have been a much better bet. Oh, yeah, he held them. And he still made a perfect throw. Goff made a perfect throw. Yeah, Derrick Henry sold again. Yeah, I remember Interspace. Still called 3 timeouts. They got no choice. Ravens keep losing to the better teams. Here's the handoff. Montgomery, big hole to 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Wow, that's it. What a way to end it. They kicked their ass tonight. My God. They kicked their ass. Ravens may not be who we thought they were. Instead run the ball. Lamar, you need to be fired today. Baltimore can hold try. They didn't do anything. Lions and Ravens, they're bitch. Jeez. Yeah, it's over. The Ravens can't stop the run for shit, dude. That's a horrible effort by Starks. Ravens defense ass. Nick, thank you for super chat, my man. He goes, the Lions are going to get a lot of hype now. Yeah, and deservedly so. I give it to him. Go into Baltimore and beat them like the way they did. It's a good win. I still think we see conservative football next week and not opening up right away. At least we need to. To me, if that happens, then I don't think Batullo wins. Yeah, my bet's over. I got killed. All the money I won. The last 2 weeks. I won good money. Take the Giants over the Cowboys, and then the Bears. I just blew it all in this friggin' game. I should have took the Lions. I don't know what I was thinking. They rated them above us, and they never been. No, they have never been better than us. The Tampa game will be another passing game. Got to use quick slants, drags, maybe some screens. Get the ball out quick. Saquon will go off against Denver. I think Saquon goes off this week. Ravens and Chiefs are hot garbage. Yep. Ravens window closed. Could be. They're going to 1-2, man. I mean, they just got their ass kicked. Here's the return. Second loss on Henry. Well, part of it is definitely. You feel bad for Lamar. It's a big win for Detroit, man. Damn, I wanted Baltimore. I want the Lions to lose to get every loss they can since we had we needed one. I agree. I'm with you. Minute 42 left. Lamar goes deep to Bateman, incomplete. Ravens just flash and fold 7 days later. Lamar has been exposed. Big win for the Lions on the road. Yep, Lamar can't throw for shit. Inaccurate. Some respect to Jalen. Stop. I got stone cold stun you, man. 1:37 left. Lamar back to pass. Here comes the blitz. Lamar running for his life. Oh, he's done. He is sacked again. Wow. That's 7 sacks. See if they even use a timeout. They're not even using a timeout. Ravens aren't even using a timeout. They've given up. Ravens not even using a timeout. They ain't even using a timeout. 3rd and 26. They're going to run the ball. Lamar back to pass. Looking. Going to dump it off. And, he's on his feet. Stays alive. Going to get a first down and out of bounds. They missed that tackle. Lions can't do nothing. Eagles. No, I agree. No, Lions will be 2-1. Dak's remote just got intercepted. That's hilarious. I think the Ravens are garbage in the trenches. Lions won't be able to handle our defensive tackle. Agreed. That's the problem, is you can run on the Raven on them. Joe Ramos, thank you for super chat. I'll read it right after this play. Lamar looks, throws, caught. Bateman. Lamar has had the same talent and opportunities Jalen has had and can't produce. Put Hurts on that team and they would have won already. I agree with you. I actually agree with you. I think that he doesn't have what Hurts has. It's true. It's very, very true. 1st and 10. Ravens at the 30 of the Lions. Lamar back to pass. Looking. Trying to run. He's going to run now. And he's going to go out of bounds. Lord making those sacks happen again. I'm not afraid of Lions because Vic has exposed Goff, and Goff was LA and Vic was a decent. Yeah, I don't sweat him either. I think that's what they're saying. Mike Evans might be out. That's a big loss for Tampa. They still got weapons though, but I think it's a big loss. Evans has killed us in the past. 2nd and 7. Lamar, back to pass. Lamar looks, throws, caught Andrews. Touchdown. A little too late. Gonna go for 2 here. I don't understand. Why are you going to go for 2? Why go for 2 here? Somebody explain it. Why go for 2? Kick the field goal, be down 7. Why? I don't understand why risk it. Lose the game right here. I don't get this. Yeah, why go for 2? I don't know. I have no idea. Go for 2 for what? You could make it a 7-point game. Onside kick is meaningless if you don't get the 2-point conversion. I think this is a stupid play. He ain't going to get it. It's stupid. And a flag down. They better hope this on Detroit. Hold on the Lions. What a break. I don't get this either. They got a holding call. Lions got a holding call. Kick the field goal and be smart. Give yourself a chance on the onside kick. Kick the field goal. Instead of going overtime, win the game with a touchdown. Yeah, but you got to get it. Like to me, you scored a touchdown. You got momentum. You've given yourself a chance with an onside kick. I don't waste that opportunity. They're going for it again. Lamar back to pass, looks, throws, incomplete. And now the onside kick means nothing. You could still, I guess you could still get an onside kick and a touchdown 2-point conversion. I don't like it. Ravens are frauds. I think that's like like sticking with your analytic sheet that you should know better. Like, have a feel for the game. You've got some momentum. Kick the field goal. Go for the extra point. Tie it. If you really want to go for 2, score and then go for 2. But get it first. Yeah, no, they could tie it. Yeah, they could tie it, but they have to go for a touchdown and a 2-point. What I'm saying is kick the field goal, get the onside kick, score a touchdown. Then if you want to go for 2 and steal it, okay. But now you need 8 points instead of 7. I just don't get it. Just seems like you've got to have a lot more things happen. Analytics show you have to get another touchdown anyway, so go for 2. If it may get it, win, miss 2, you still have a chance. Get 2. Analytics is ruining sport. Yeah, I know it says that. I just don't get it. I would rather kick the point, score the touchdown, and then go for 2 and try to win it then. If I'm really about trying to go for it then. Or I just tie it up. All right. 11 onside kicks this year, only got 1. He didn't get it. Game over. Now they kick it to Laporte, not the guy you want to kick. Yeah, the worst guy. Rashid's a salute 500. Jalen Hurts is way better than. I agree. I agree. I'd take Hurts over him right now. They need to practice their red zone offense. That's the only reason. Chiefs raising 1 and 2, both mid. Yeah. Maybe the Chargers are better than we thought. It might be. It's a big win for the Lions, though. They take a knee. That's it. The Ravens got to go to Texas, go Kansas City. They got to play the Texans and the Rams. Good luck. Hurts would never be out there looking like a carrot either. I'm going to watch Sheldon Brown hit Reggie Bush now. All right, Mike. Ever notice Lamar yells at his teammates after any bad play? It messes the chemistry because Lamar has bad play sometimes too. Hurts knows when to speak and when not to. Yeah. Chargers defense is great, but the offense isn't good. The offense could be coming along. I like that running back they got. I'm glad we got Hurts too. Jeez. Lamar is better than runner in terms of athleticism. Hurts is a better overall quarterback. Sorry. Understands better when to run. I hear ya. I don't get it. Everyone loves the Ravens. The best team they're scored 10 points versus Kansas City at home in the AFC Championship game. Hurts averaged 38 points versus KC when that's what the playing 70. I know. It's crazy. I hope the Eagles play the way they did in the second half. I do too. I'm hoping. Lions best team in the NFL? We'll see. Philly, can we trade offensive coordinator Petula to the Ravens? No. Hurts making us come back amazing. It is amazing. It is. Pierce, the birds. Absolutely. Ravens are frauds, man. I agree. They can't beat the good teams. Bring it. Bring what? Interesting game. Wentz versus Rodgers. Not sure who wins. Same with the Bears, Raiders. No idea who wins. Now we'll see. Not going to happen. Expect bland. Hurts is a 90-year-old soul. Never yells. Always thinking of the team and doesn't crack under pressure. So true. Lions looked good. Yep. Oh, they got a doubleheader next week. Shit. I might be doing a doubleheader. Do you establish the run to set up the pass or the pass to set up the run? Tampa so far is ranked 5th against the run. Held Robinson under 70 yards. I mean, I think it depends, what's going on with your team. I think for the Eagles, they've got to use the pass to set the run up. Nobody was respecting their passing game until that second half of that Rams game. So I think for the Eagles specifically, they're going to need to set up the run with the pass. I got a feeling Barkley's going off this week. Bro, Harper has to take some heat too. Lamar and Henry ain't the only ones over there coming. Yeah, that's true. True that. Yeah, I think we need to pass up the run. I do too. Teams are just too focused on Barkley. You've got to loosen them up. You see it in the Rams game. The Rams defense, look at the way how up they are the first quarter, up near the line of scrimmage. Look after the Eagles make a drive and score a touchdown. They have to respect that passing game. They play way more back. Let Barkley loose, damn it. Barkley to me looks every bit as explosive. Eagles are best team right now. I agree. Goddard down the seam was beautiful. AJ throwing players. Absolutely. Lamar Jackson reminds me of Cam Newton. I think he's better than Cam was. I do. I think he's better than Cam. Raiders have to use Gentry more win against the Bears. Yeah, they won't. They won't run it. They don't want to run them. Here we go with the biggest test nonsense of these Eagle fans. Eagles. What up, Philly? I thought the crackhead was in there, but then I realized it was just Lamar. Barkley not getting anything. They are stacking the box. We have to overcome with. We have to come out throwing. I'm not saying you don't come out throwing. I think you do, but I still think Barkley's gonna have a big game. I think because you're gonna come out throwing, and because you're gonna start moving the ball through the air, it's gonna open everything up for Barkley. I think Barkley's gonna have a big game. Cam is dumb. Cam don't like the Eagles. Yo, 500 you need glasses. I know. You can't read comments for shit anymore. My eyes, dude, my eyes. We don't have any tests. We are the test. There you go. I agree. Colts at Rams next week. Danny Dimes' new nickname is Indiana Jones. I'm not buying the Danny Jones hype. Not at all. I feel like Tampa will run blitz a lot, beginning to contain Hurts, Barkley. Gotta get the ball out quick. Let Smee, Goddard, Yak, then do misdirect with Saquon. I agree. Vic doesn't like the press. He wants them back reading the play, not books on the bench. Get some cheaters, Philly. They ain't expensive. I'm going to have to. I hear you, Chandler. I'm not going to lie, but I think Vea is a big concern. The game literally with Dickerson being hurt, and I don't think Steen can handle it. He's been a problem for us in the past, so it'll be tough. You think you're winning versus the Raiders on December 14th, Philly? No, I don't think so. I know so. I don't even have to worry about it. I already know. Well, we were beating the Rams. I mean, that's not even a remote possibility of losing that game. That's an easy win. Easy win. I think easy win. We'll get Mark Holmes on Dan Sealy Show. Yeah, Wednesday's going to be interesting. I'm going to go on that show, and I'm also going to be doing something else before that show on Mark Holmes. I got something for Mark coming Wednesday. Yeah, we're beating Denver. We go 4-0. We're going to end up like 8 or 9-0. I think the toughest game we've got for the next like month and a half is this Tampa Bay game. Is Jalen Hurts not enough for? He's hurt. He's hurt, and he missed pretty much most of camp practice. So, tell Dan Siller to shut up about Jalen. Please, needs to respect him. He just keeps doubling down on stupidity. I don't know what else to say. Carter was the most hurt most of training camp, so he's just getting into shape. Agreed. Carter's hurt his shoulder. He has an AC joint sprain. Yeah, because he's holding it. Philly already greasing the poles. Hey, I'm just saying the truth. That's all I'm saying. Hurt his wrist. Hurt something. Something's hurt. Wrist, shoulder, arm, whatever. Our defense will not allow the many points against the Ravens. Agreed. All right, Mav. Good night, man. I'm about to go there myself. It's been a long day. If I don't show mercy on Sills, I don't show mercy on Mark. Sills, I kind of gotta, what can I say? Go to bed early, West Coast. I know, but over the last 2 days, it's just been nonstop, man. I need to go to bed early and get up early. I got a stream in the morning, and then I got a video. Plus, I got work. All hecking. What a weird comment. It is a shoulder, but the pain radiates from the AC joint down to the elbow and wrist. Makes sense. Good night, 500. Appreciate all the coverage to his starving actor. Much love, brother. Thank you, man. Right back at you. I win 500 tonight. My pick parlay Lions and Henry anytime. Man, good job. I got crushed tonight. I got crushed. Damn it, I really got crushed bad. What are you gonna do? It happens. Yeah, 49ers are frauds. I agree. Can't wait for Wednesday, too. Yeah, Wednesday will be fun. Wednesday's going to be an interesting day. Like I said, I'll be live probably around 1 Eastern tomorrow, and then I'll have a video later on. So look for that. Yeah, 49ers are frauds. No doubt about it. I didn't think Baltimore would take it. Yeah, I thought they were going to win by 7. That just shows you how off I was with the Lions. I didn't know what to think of the Lions after the first 2 weeks. I did. I thought they would. Bill Burgee was the last Eagle to block. That makes sense. All right, guys. Well, listen, I'm going to head out. I'm tired. I'm definitely tired. So I am going to head out. Let me see if I can get. Hold on. Let me see if I can get a new ending. Let's see. Let me see if I can get a new scene for you guys. A new outro for tonight. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to get out of here now. Let me thank everybody for joining me. I hope you guys all have a great night. It was fun. I'll be live tomorrow. And then Thursday we'll be streaming. Sunday will be a doubleheader. And it looks like Monday might be a doubleheader. I got to see who's playing. But I hope you guys all have a great, great night. I will definitely talk to you all later. With that said, we out of here. You guys have a great night. Peace out.
Get this tick and get out of Philly with the win. Please.
Please. Now.
Please.
Dirty Brady's right. Come on, you're gonna miss this, mother homer. You're gonna miss this because you're a choker.
Come on. Oh.
You got to name Patty. Patty the Bratty.
Okay, here we go. 44-yarder.
You're gonna miss it.
Oh my! Oh shit! Ah, fuck you!
It's blood!
Oh shit!
How the hell is that?
You got Davis! Fuck you, kicker! Fuck you!
Wow!
Oh my god!
Jordan Davis with the touchdown! Jordan Davis!
Fuck you, man.
Jordan Davis!
They lost!